How's it going, guys? And welcome to another Ocalian Knights adventure. I hope that you're doing well this evening. I am doing fantastic. My name is David. I'm going to be your dungeon master for today. Basically, that means I have a set of plot points, plot hooks, as they call them, and it is up to these fine players to either take said hooks or leave them there. Basically, any decisions they make, I will roll with to create an adventure for them and immerse them in a world that exists in our minds, which is pretty cool. Today, I have 3 players with me. I know we have a new-ish face, so we're going to let him introduce himself. David Cox, take it away.
Hey, that's me. I'm David Cox. I'm producer of Generation Media and Ocalian Knights, so normally I'm running things behind the scenes. But today, I am on the table side of things, and I've only been on the table side of D&D once, so bear with me. I will probably ask a lot of questions, and hey, maybe you'll learn along with me. So. It should be fun.
We love that. You want to tell them a little bit about the character you're playing? Feel free to highlight your race, your class, and anything else you think might be interesting for them to know.
I think that it'll be more interesting if it comes up genuinely. But my character's name is Connor. My Connor's name is character. My character's name is Connor. He's a soldier of Aasimar. Normally, regularly goes out on patrols for most of their expeditions for Brayling, which is the land that we may or may not be in. I'm not quite sure where exactly we're going, but I am a member I'm a soldier of Brayling and their armed forces. Fought many wars, some with and without other people. I don't know what to say, what I shouldn't say.
No, you're on the money, dude. I love it. I love it. The rest will come out during the game.
Yeah, absolutely. My character's a fighter. He's let's say 5'10", brown hair, green-blue eyes,
dope.
Beard.
Nice.
Maybe wears flannels a lot. Who knows?
What kind of weapons do we see on Connor?
So he has a long sword and a shield.
Nice.
He always takes pride in trying to make sure that everybody gets out of this fight, whether that be go down himself or whatever the case is. He wants to make sure that everybody else can get out.
I love it. Absolutely, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today. And I cannot wait for you to edit today's adventure and for you to see yourself for 4 hours.
Yes.
Really excited for that.
Editing something that you're in is like the worst thing.
I can imagine.
So, all right, mute that audio, and I'll do a voiceover. That sounds like this, or I talk like that.
I love it. Awesome. We will go to his right and introduce Sully Sullivan Hoganson.
Hoganson?
That's the new code to get to.
The blue beast or purple polka dot.
The what?
The blue beast or purple polka dot.
Ryan's
I
really
don't
good at
understand
nicknames.
what
I'm
those
a
are
goblin
references to
man
at
/
all.
goblin king. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like
Those
Ryan.
are all
I feel like
references
Ryan
to
could be
Sully.
hit or miss when
Are
it comes
they?
to.
Yeah,
I've never
he's
been...
blue with purple polka dots.
Oh, the monster.
Oh my god!
I was
You
sitting
have
there,
him
I was
on
like,
your desk.
what? Yeah. I was sitting here, I was just like, this is an aura I'm giving you.
Boondabar.
I'm Sully. I play Bin Bauer, a fallen Aasimar paladin who's haunted by her deep, dark, shady past, but looking to overcome it by spreading peace, joy, love, happiness, and all good things to absolutely everybody in the world. To make so that she doesn't have to go to the pit. That's me.
Fantastic. Thank you so very much for joining us again today. Sully is one of our regular cast members in our Ocalian Knights adventures. Directly across from her, we have the owner of Generation Media and the producer of this fine show, Ryan Mace.
Like that.
And the guy who rides horses.
Oh,
now.
totally rides horses.
Who rode a horse one time and rides
Has
horses.
officially
I
ridden
ride
horses.
horses.
David, put on the screen. Ridden
Rides
horses.
horse one
Ridden
time,
horses.
buys cowboy hat and
Achievement, yes.
spurs.
Sure.
Yes, hello
Achievement,
guys.
yeah.
A
My name's
Florida
Ryan
man at
Mace.
his finest.
Exactly. I'll be playing Sir Sal today, a man with many motives and many traits and many talents, and is here to help.
Nobody ever trusts Ryan.
It's impossible for you to play a character that I can trust.
He is a slick jet black
Ryan is never here to help.
With a bun on his back and a very well
On his
manicured.
back?
Well, on his back of his head, you know.
This man sells snake oil.
Oh, he could. He's got a very nicely trimmed beard and a fucking gigantic 8-foot. Sorry, so his dad.
In the first minute of the
For
adventure.
nothing.
A massive 8-foot long
Whoa.
great sword on his back
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
I didn't know about that. That's cool.
that has a strange green tint to it.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice. Love it. Thank you for joining us and for allowing us to play in your studio. If this sort of game is something you'd be interested in running for your Dungeons & Dragons party, get in contact with Ryan Mace or David Cox. You can message them on Ocalian Knights page or comment below in this Twitch stream. And they can hook you guys up with a session in-house, and you guys get to have all the fancy lights and sound and audio equipment that we have here.
All you got to do is show up and play. We will make sure that all of the equipment is up and running, and we will monitor it the entire time.
Heck yeah. So if you know that your group wants to be filmed and knows that your group would do well filmed, I think this is something you should give it a
Do
try.
you think you're funny? Sit at the table,
Find
record it. Let's find out.
You can
Also,
cry about it later when you realize that.
Wow, we're not funny at all.
David and I would like to give a
Me, every
special
time I
shout
watch the
out
stream.
to our friends at Squidish and or to Perception.
Yeah.
Oh.
Squidish. They
Yes.
are at twitch.tv/squidish.
Yes.
Definitely an awesome person. That's who supplied the horse.
Yep. AJ
Earlier.
and Bryn, they're super nice people. They let me ride a horse.
What's the horse's name?
Oh man, you shouldn't have asked that question. We don't know.
I don't remember.
You really don't?
We don't
He was
remember.
a good boy, though.
We don't
He
remember.
was such a good boy.
We literally sat here for a minute and
You
we're just
wrote
like,
every day,
what was the
even
horse's
asked
name?
me.
And we were
No,
like,
we knew the name. I'm just not good at names. But he was such a
You
good
knew
boy.
the name at the time. You're just.
I
want
wanna
to
say it started with an L.
Their first connection, it clearly meant so much.
He was a good boy.
I was more worried about the fact that, never mind.
I would
would-
have made up a name, Ryan. You're losing faith here.
I am
brother.
the beholder.
You're losing faith
But,
here, brother.
His
well,
name
if
can be
I think it's better for us.
Montoya.
That's not.
We're gonna veto the
good
Montoya
horse
name.
name?
Nope, we're gonna veto it.
That's a good horse
Sorry,
name.
if your horse's name Montoya, I apologize.
Like
Montoya?
Princess
That was
Bride.
not the name. No.
It was something like that.
with you
though.
No,
guys?
it wasn't.
No one
It was a
kills his
freckle.
father.
Watch, we're gonna find
and no
out. We're
one
gonna
has to
find out it was
prepare
like
to die.
Frank or
No,
something.
No. It was almost Spanish sounding.
Montoya.
Montoya.
No, it wasn't Montoya.
Maybe you're
You know, we have their
I'm
number. We
messaging-
can
I'm messaging
literally
your button
You
ask.
know, they should never make remake Princess.
No,
Bride.
they will not.
If they did,
They will
though,
not.
they should take. I just had his. Who played
It wasn't
Montoya,
Freckles. I don't
and
know
he
why.
should
It
be
was not
Grandpa.
Freckles.
It
Why
was
would you
definitely
think
not
Freckles?
Freckles.
No,
Bad
would you think it
idea.
was Freckles?
Mhm.
would be
I wanna say it was like Luke or something. I don't remember.
No, we did call him
Actual
Luke
tears.
Skywalker.
And,
they did, that's
and the
my
guy
only
who
suggestion.
plays the man in the
I
black
wanna say it was
mask can
Luke-
be the original
Lucas.
man in the black
Yeah.
mask. Oh, you just made them rewrite this movie.
Yeah.
So just so you know,
Yeah.
they will rewrite this movie.
All right, so before we get lost in tangents beyond measure,
Awesome.
Ooh.
let's play the game.
Oh,
Cool. Any announcements?
what an asshole!
Any
this guy.
announcements
that
going
was
on?
the announcement.
Is there any additional announcements going on
do we
in
have-
anybody's
Greg and
lives?
Darian made it back safe.
Oh, wonderful. Greg and Darian are away on vacation, so we wish them luck. It's why they are not with us today. We will miss you guys and hope you guys get a chance to catch this stream at some point because it will be very important for the story going forward.
Oh gosh, what?
Yep.
You've done this. This is all
I
you.
did it.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
I
just
do we have the
asked
ability
if
to
I-
run the thing, or should I just get directly?
You can
into
probably
the
just get into it.
The opener?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
It's more of a
you
pain
mean,
to take
you mean
out.
this bumper right here?
No, I don't. I don't mean that bumper right there. Get
Good try,
fucked.
Ryan. Good try.
Didn't work. Did you click off the thing?
I might have clicked off.
Oh
no,
my
I
God,
didn't.
you-
I didn't
No,
click
no,
off
it's
the
fine.
thing.
It's fine. Okay, we're gonna run our intro and then get into today's game.
In the intro.
Thank you guys for
Here
tuning in
comes
so
the
far.
intro. It's coming at you.
Here comes the theme song.
Here it comes.
This is the theme
You
song.
clicked out of the window.
It's coming at you. He could have done it while he was in the background, but he
I
didn't.
couldn't find.
Might be a lot. Look, there's David. Why
Oh,
why
hey.
why did
Hey.
David?
I miss Greg right now. Greg always tells me when we're back. Greg, I miss you.
Sorry, I'm not behind the scenes.
Awesome. So let's get the energy proper for today's game.
Dad?
Where our adventure last left off, our adventurers had just recently acquired a new book or set of books that they were tasked with grabbing per Bob, the magician. And they were on their way back to Bob's castle using their pocket watch that was given to them by their Leonin friend that led them directly through the forest to a mountainside and to Bob's tower.
Chris, I miss you every day.
Yeah.
Rest in
the
peace.
tower doors wide open, no guards out front.
It was Luke.
What?
It was Luke?
It was Luke.
Oh,
it was
I
Luke.
got it.
Wonderful.
I got
Nice.
it.
Good job, dude.
The horse
Luke the horse.
Oh, Luke.
Yeah, Luke the horse. So you
Nailed
guys
it.
arrived back to the Tower of Bob. Bob requests that you guys place all the books inside of the cabinet. Every book you took, he is requesting from you. After back and forth with the party, Bob finally got his wish, granting the group the full use of the locket again, with Zixie's message on the back, was the final straw, and all the books were piled into this drawer. When the
Sounds like what
drawer,
I would
yeah,
do. At first I was like, I would not do, and there's like, no, I would
yeah,
for that.
absolutely. As the drawer closes, everyone vanishes from Bob's tower. If you were watching it on a screen, you would see them start to fade as they look at their hands and at each other in fear.
Is it like a I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark
Yeah,
type
very
thing?
Very much
saying.
so like an I don't feel good, Mr. Stark.
Spoilers.
And our adventure will pick back up with Ben. You see yourself materialize, and around you are tall trees. A familiar breeze on your face and smell hits your nose as this forest looks incredibly familiar to you.
Okay. Do I see anything like identifying? Is it just kind of a feeling?
Perception check. Yeah,
Okay,
definitely. You immediately get the feeling, but with perception check, we'll see what you immediately see.
It's a 12.
A 12. With a 12, almost as if flashing back in time, you can see yourself riding a horse through this forest. And turning to your army cohorts and directing them to spread out. And then your vision flashes back to you right now. And you know this is the forest just outside of the fortified city of Brayling.
Oh, shoot. No, I gotta get gone.
Brayling is currently, from you're now familiar with the forest, is east from where you are current.
Do I know any idea how far east? Like how far I got?
Not that far. It's not
Okay.
like a minute or two walk, but it's not that far. You actually
Okay.
see the kind of light shining through to an open meadow that leads you to Brayling. So you could kind of hang out in the tree line, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing if you wanted to peek at
Yeah.
your old city.
You're teasing me.
Or do whatever you would
Right.
like.
I don't see Cricket or E anywhere.
No, you find none of your friends.
I think like the initial instinct would probably be to like whisper, like try and find them, but
Sure.
then realizing that they're not there and seeing that Brayling is so close. I think that I don't think that she could help but try and like just like look at it. Even
Yeah.
if it's not really gonna be much, but staying within the tree line,
Oh, sure.
obviously, because I'm not really certain if this. They're probably not very happy with her.
Yeah, sure. You travel through the forest for a little ways. You find a wooded area just at the tree line where you can hide the majority of your armor and gear. And as you peer across this vast meadow leading up to the walls, almost as if your memory and real life were clashing, you see these pristine fields in front of you with high grass. You see the walls of Brayling tall and unfettered. You look across the top and you can see guards kind of walking around on patrol. And then reality sets in. and that green meadow you saw is nothing but burnt ground, leading up to a half caved in wall and fire and smoke billowing from inside the city. And not a single soul to be seen in front.
Nobody.
Roll a perception check for me.
Oh, that's
Nobody.
Home sweet home.
Cool. We'll pause
Yeah.
from you,
Wow.
and we will zoom to an unknown location at the moment, to our friend Connor. Connor, you are in a dark place, not potentially emotionally, but physically. You see beams of light coming up from above, and you know that you are in a compartment inside of one of the horse stables. It is a hiding spot that generations beyond generations used when first building up this town of Brayling. And near you, you see a clutch of men and women. There's a little girl with brunette hair. You see a young lady, and everybody in front of you has been scared. You guys have not eaten well in possibly 2 entire weeks. The person who helped you escape has not come back to deliver anything, has not come back to tell you anything. And as you sit there staring, what would you like to do in this moment?
Assess, like, where we're hid. Like, is there a clear obstructed way out?
Yeah, there's a staircase that kind of leads to this hatch that you've seen a visitor coming to you guys to deliver messages or
Gotcha.
word.
So we're hiding of our own volition.
Yeah, I think you're definitely hiding from whatever may have happened, and we'll get into that here in a little while.
Gotcha.
But you know the state of Brayling at the moment,
Yep.
and possibly why you're hiding there. And you know you're waiting for him to return.
Gotcha. I'd like to just reassure some of the people that we're with that, you know, as soon as our messenger comes back, then we need to be ready to move. We need to be
Badass.
ready to get out of here.
Sure.
Um,
Charisma saving throw. So if you look at your sheet, you'll have on your main sheet where your main stats are located, you'll have saving throws. You're going to roll your charisma saving throw. So you'll D20, the second
Saves.
set of ones.
saving throws, charisma.
Yep.
So I don't get any bonus, and it's a, what do I roll?
A D20.
D20. 10.
10. You can see the little girl who I mean, she was
Familiar?
oh, definitely familiar to you, man.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. You know this is Lori.
Gotcha.
And she
Can't do it with kids.
I'm sorry.
Every kid.
I'm sorry. Her name's Lori. She was rescued the same time you were. You were
Gotcha.
one of the first people that Sal kind of helped escape the clutches of the snake people. As you go in to tell them about, you reassuring them, you can see that your words fall on deaf ears mostly. But Lori, she grips your pant leg tightly and she kind of sits with you. You can hear the stomach growl, and that does whatever to your heart it needs to do.
I let her know that, look, it'll be all over soon. We'll get out of this, and it'll be sunshines and rainbows.
Sure. You start to hear footprints above, and you see bits of hay kind of falling through the cracks as the hatch door opens, and the light kind of blurring you for a moment, and you see Sal's image in your face. Sal, go ahead and describe yourself for everyone.
All right. Pretty tall, about 6'4", jet black hair with a bun. His hair tied up into a bun. Very well kept, bearded face. Long, great sword on his back, with a weird green tint to it. He's got a large cape on him, and his eyes have a very acidic green coloring.
Nice. Just before you decided to visit them, the last shipment was being taken to the nearby dock. And you know this is the perfect time for them to escape.
Well, boys, our last chance to leave here is shortly leaving. We're gonna make a break before we gotta do it now.
All right. Everybody get along. Let's move.
Go ahead and talk to me about how you guys are planning on arranging yourselves as you navigate the city and out the west wall.
I'd like to think that I'm walking in front of all of any civilians that we have with us. Any able fighter bodies? Is there any able fighter bodies?
There's none.
None. It's just me and maybe Sal. I don't
Sal
know. I
looks-
barely met him.
Sal looks like he can hold his own,
He looks like a rich bastard.
potentially.
But
Well groomed, Rich.
Well, groomed.
I'm unkept. Like my hair's all gross. It looks like I've been in this place for days. Beard's just all grown out. Look unhinged. As I
Desperate.
grab my shield and sword as we approach out of here, following Sal, me, and then everyone else. I have the little girl right beside me.
Cool. Roll me survival checks, both of you guys, and we'll average out your numbers. I have a number in my head for the first one. For the second one, for the third one, it's going to be kind of tiered
What do I roll?
roll. So you're going to roll your d20, and you're going to add your survival bonus, which will be on your skills page.
12 for me.
2 plus 3. That's
5. Fantastic. Roll that another 2 more times,
2 more times.
and give me both or all 3 of those numbers.
Dirty 20.
21.
Natural 1.
Perfect.
Natural 20 plus 3. 23.
Oh gosh, wow.
Way to offset
What a
each other, guys.
Oh, what the heck? How did that happen? I don't even know how that happened.
Cool. I love it.
Careful.
Awesome. So as you guys start to navigate the city, staying low, staying close to buildings, using the path that Sal has laid out, where he knows there will be no additional guards, you guys get to where you see the broken pieces of wall where the snake people first invaded. And it looks like the coast is clear, and you guys begin to run out. As you guys hit this meadow, you hear someone from the guard tower yell, "They're escaping!" And you hear the rattling of a snake tail as arrows begin to fly down. I'll need dexterity saving throws from both.
You have a +4 to this.
And can
Let's
you
do that.
pass me the dice there?
You have a +4 to this, David.
Gotcha. It's just a d20.
Yeah. Well, it's a d20 plus your dex, plus I give you a +4.
Gotcha. So plus my regular dex.
Yeah. Well, so you have a saving throw right there.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I get what I rolled +4 plus your 4.
Plus my 4.
And you can send
Gotcha.
these back to David.
So I got a 16 total.
Gotcha. I got a 7. 15.
Cool. You guys managed to avoid the arrows as they land one to the right, one to the left. You now see a clutch of men start to follow you guys through that hole and begin to chase. Back at the forest tree line, you see all of this happen. You see a small clutch of men and women leaving the castle. You see the arrows start to fly. This is like maybe 300 feet away from you at the
Yeah.
moment, and they are now heading from the castle in your direction towards the forest.
And can I recognize anybody?
Perception check. No, you do
I
not.
don't.
But you significantly recognize the snake people.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
We know
You
that
know
story.
them immediately,
Yeah.
natural one or not.
Mm-hmm.
It gets to a point where the snakes begin to catch up to you guys because you're a little slowed down by some of the men and the elderly men and women and the kids. And you know that in moments they are going to be upon you. What would you guys like to do?
Anybody?
Anybody.
How many men?
You have about 3 elderly gentlemen. You have a set of women.
Not for me.
Oh.
How many men are chasing us?
Oh, turn around and roll a perception check for me.
All right, so I turn around, roll a perception check, which will be +6, so 9.
9 total.
Yep.
The way that they're kind of slithering, it's very hard to tell, especially while trying to run and keep track of everyone. You see at least 4 or 5.
Gotcha.
But that's not a solid number.
As we're running, I'd like to take up the rear, but we're still running. I'm not making an effort to go back and fight.
Understood. Sal, you doing anything specific?
I would like to yeet a javelin.
Cool.
How far away are they from us?
They are right up on you, maybe like 20 feet, maybe 30 feet maximum.
Would there happen to be a wall behind one of them?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll a perception check, because they're still they could be still funneling out of the castle.
14.
You see, so the people who are closest to you are within that 20, 30 feet mark, and then there's a trail of snake creatures that lead all the way back to the castle. So the furthest one, being probably 60, 70 feet away from you, is close to the wall.
Are any of them next to each other?
Yes.
Then I will throw the javelin that is closest at one that is close to a wall that is next to a guy.
Gotcha.
Very particular, so I can roll it at regular roll.
This guy.
It makes sense.
Sure it does.
This
Go
guy
ahead
and his
and roll.
technicalities.
I rolled a 1.
Fantastic. As you turn, instead of actually releasing the javelin, one of them turns, Sal, you will burn for this. And you hear their rattles doing a much different tune than you guys have ever heard before. And they all start picking up the same tune as you begin to hear them calling traitor and stop and we will tell him and all types of horrendous things potentially.
I don't think.
What happened?
What you did?
Do you hear that? Go to roll it for out. Go to
Okay.
see if you can
Also,
get
I was
one
gonna
higher
say,
than
yeah, right. Seriously, 12. It's a 12.
a 12.
I also think that I'd be trying to approach because I'm trying to get. If I could, I'd like to get in range, snipe some crossbow shots. I'm trying to
Nice.
stay under cover-ish.
So they are, if you're staying behind trees, you would not be close enough at any point because they're, I mean,
Right.
running full speed. If they were 150 to 200 meters away,
Right.
feet away from you, they've only picked up 60 of that feet.
Right.
So they're maybe now 140
lost
feet away
David's
from
camp.
you. So you would
Okay.
need to make efforts to move towards them if you wanted to get closer, which would put you out of that cover.
Right. I think that I'd like to try and do that while just trying to remain like on a low profile as much as possible, like
Like
amongst
the,
like the rubble or the grass or
Sure.
whatever is left. But just like seeing people trying to escape and seeing that it's the snake people again, I think that she would feel a duty to help.
Sure. You're going to move distance towards them officially? I'm sorry. I
Yes.
was watching them.
Mhm, yes.
You're going to move double move
I guess
or
so.
single move?
How? Because I'm trying to stay as close to the trees as possible, just enough to get into crossbow range
Gotcha.
to get a snake.
Gotcha. Crossbow, what's your
So-
maximum?
120 is.
Gotcha. So yeah,
told
if you
me.
if you stayed where you are,
Yeah.
they might be able to run fast enough to get to you.
Mhm.
If seeking cover is really what you want.
120
Then-
is at regular roll. It's about 360, I believe. Man.
Oh.
Which you could shoot at disadvantage. Absolutely.
I'm gonna try and get to 120.
Okay.
Just to get
So
to
you're gonna
land
move
a
forward.
shot for
Sure.
sure on the spot.
So you'll need to double move. I think you'll need to move 60 feet towards them,
Yeah.
which is your 30 plus your 30. So you sprinting all the way there, you are now within range. If you wanted to be on your next turn,
Gotcha.
you'd have the ability
Mhm,
to
mhm.
attack.
Yep.
Do I see?
Also, oh, sorry.
Do I see Ben?
You do not. You're now turned around, I believe, kind of now more so concerned with the snake people behind you. You could roll a perception check if you'd like to see if you noticed while you were running that way.
Because right now we're running away from them. They're chasing us. I'd like to think that I'm shuffling the people, like making sure nobody falls behind me.
Sure. And in my mind, that's why you wouldn't notice as you're kind of like, hey, keep it up, as you're backing away. Also, while turning around.
I rolled a 19.
Ooh, you rolled a 19. What's your plus to your perception? That's going to matter for this.
+6.
Ho ho! You glimpse what seems to you like a figment.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
So really not really it's heavily focused on what I'm doing.
I just saw that can't be real. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Perfect. We're gonna get another round of arrow shots. Yes.
Quick question. Is it canon that we took a long rest?
It is not canon that you took a long rest.
Could it be? I feel like I would like one.
Would you guys have rested before you went to see Bob? I'll take your word for it.
I feel like we might have because Cricket took a lot of damage.
Sure.
The whole conversation of getting out of the dungeon
was to go rest.
So
you absolutely got a long rest.
Nope. All right, I just want to mark that
Yep,
now.
absolutely got a long rest.
Shout out to H.
Say again?
Shout out to H.
Hell
from
yeah.
that session.
Good job, H.
A good session.
Seriously.
So another round of arrows are going to come at the group.
What are we rolling in counter for this?
Probably another deck save. That's a lot of arrows.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh,
David put it in.
no.
How many 20s, bro?
Not 20s, but very high rolls. Like, it hit everyone's AC.
Oh gosh.
Let me see what kind of damage we're doing, guys. Bear with me a moment.
Want a deck save it?
We're running. I don't know if there is a deck.
There will be a deck save.
Oh.
A death save.
A death save.
There will be a death save.
Good slip up, David.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's a Freudian slip.
Oh no.
All right, so let me get
Oh,
deck saves for you two.
No.
How many?
There'll be one deck save.
Poor David got here already making.
Ooh, 19.
Never mind, he's good.
4.
Nice.
I got a 19.
Nice.
I have a 23. Some quick math for you.
As you guys hear the arrows released, you guys instinctively kind of move to the side and out of the way of where you were standing. But those arrows do make purchase on some of the people that you are with. As one of the elderly men gets hit in the leg, falls, and one of the ladies gets hit as well. And both of them look very, very damaged. And their bodies now stop. As you guys, if you were to continue moving forward, they would be left behind.
Some of the people will be.
You have two of them that were injured. They do not look good at all. And the snake people are heavy on your heels, now closing the distance. 15 feet are the closest ones to you.
6 seconds is not a lot of time to react to this.
No, but take your time. What would you like to do? What do you think your character would be thinking right now?
My character, I think, would try to stop and help them. Would try to stop and save them.
Grab them. Hold them off.
You'll hold them off?
Hold them.
I'll take your word on that.
So,
Alright,
I'll need initiative rolls now.
I'm about to say I'm gonna try to get one arm over my shoulder, another arm over my shoulder, and just literally try to hustle these people if I could. 8.
8 for your initiative, and Ben initiative.
I got a 19.
A 19 for Sal. A 14 for Ben.
Yeah.
Would my initiative be at a disadvantage because I'm trying to pick these people
It
up?
would not be a disadvantage. What was your roll again?
Who?
Connor. What was your initiative roll again?
8. Sorry.
An 8.
Did you add your deck?
No.
There you have a plus. You have an initiative on the top of your page, so you'll add your d20 roll to your initiative, which I think is a +4.
Yes, it is. 12.
So a 12 total. Cool. And then bear with me a moment while I roll some initiatives for my snakes.
From my snake. All the snakes.
Sneaky snake.
All right.
As
we're
Greg
gonna
would
put
say.
them directly in the middle. They will go right after Sal.
I'd love to keep an eye on the chat, but my phone,
Okay,
my phone is stupid.
so now that you have turned, and you've now taken in the full force that they are bringing, you see 6 individual Yuan-Ti.
Okay.
They have these
We haven't
large.
used the actual word
I
for them in
know.
such a long. Have
They-
we ever?
I think maybe originally. They have these large cobra kind of manes or hoods, absolutely. And these super yellow fronts with these purple scales that kind of go down their sides. Majority of them have bows strapped to their sides, as now you can see them switching over to their swords. As they close the distance, the closest ones to you now 10 feet away, and then there's a set of 2 that are maybe 15 feet away, and then the remaining are kind of back there about 20 feet away. The pace of running has now stopped, and everyone is kind of spreading out to get to their battle positions.
The snake.
The snakes. As you kind of grabbing them up, we'll get to what that looks like on your turn, and Ben will see what you're doing on your turn. Let me put their initiatives in here.
Am I last?
You are last.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh.
Sal, what you doing?
Hope you find your
As
dad.
the Yuan-Ti start to surround Sal, he says a few words under his breath, and 3 more of Sal appear as he casts a mirror image
Oh, I
on
love that
himself.
spell.
Then he pulls out a vial from a holster on his side, and he breaks it on his blade as it starts to be coated in a green liquid.
Sure.
And then he faces off with the Yuan-Ti. You shouldn't have come after us.
You shouldn't have betrayed us. He knows. He always knows.
You should have left well enough alone with these people.
You knew what we were here to do. We need all the power.
Die for it.
That's your turn.
Yep.
Fantastic. We
Oh
are
my
going to
goodness.
go. The one directly in front of you that you were talking to breaks the 10-foot distance and goes in for a sword slash on you. The one in the center, if 3 of you appear. A 3 was not going to hit you.
Nope.
Let me see. Second is a 16 on the die with a +5, so in 21. It's going to hit.
Give me a second.
Yep, take your time.
Let me see if it hits me or the image.
Mm.
I believe I roll.
We have 7 viewers.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
Alright, it hits one of the images.
Understood. As the sword goes through, you see him turn to you, get really mad as the image dissipates in front, and he now sees you. The second one, who is also up at the front, within closing distance, goes towards the next closest, the one that it looked at, although that could have been a mirror image also, it goes for the one it looked at. It goes in with a sword attack. A 9 on the die is not going to hit you.
Is it next to another
No
one of
worries.
it?
Yes.
Mine? I'm not.
Okay.
No,
I
it's not
use
working.
my reaction, and it has to roll against its friend to hit him instead.
Sure. So that dice roll goes towards the friend.
No, it re-rolls against the enemy
Gotcha.
or its friend.
A 7 on the die plus 5 is a 12, and that does not hit.
Okay.
But it does as it turns and looks and then breaks its kind of spell concentrate or the concentration it had, and it looks back over for its second attack. Another 9 on the die will not hit you at a 14, I'm assuming.
Yep, does not.
Fantastic.
All those notes he's got over there.
Oh, no,
Oops.
no.
Like you should. All right, so one of the Yuan-Tis is going to kind of take its bow out and shoot an arrow in your direction. A 14 plus 5, a 19 total.
Just hit.
Just hits.
But let's see if it hits me. It doesn't hit me.
Fantastic. As the arrow flies through the last mirror image.
Nope, there's one more.
There are 4 pop
There's,
up?
There's 3.
I've hit. Oh, there's 3 additional, so you and 3.
Mhm.
Understood. So one of the mirror images flies away. This one's dead. This one's dead. That's both of its attacks. The next one in line will shoot an arrow. Frustrated that they can't figure out which one it is, it raises its bow up a little higher and aims at running away Connor.
No.
A
So-
17 on the die is going to hit you when you add the +3. It is going to do... Bear with me a moment. 1d8.
You need a D8?
No, I'm good. It is going to do 9 points of damage. As an arrow catches your back.
Gotcha. It hits me. It doesn't hit any of the other civilians.
Hits you, for
Gotcha.
sure. He's like, that's better. That's
Good.
good. We like that.
How many points? Sorry.
It's going to do 9 points of
9
damage
points
total.
damage.
It is going to fire its second attack. An 11 on the die plus 5, 16. Does that hit your armor class?
Nope.
Awesome. The second one is going to fly by and miss you altogether, landing a little bit further in front of you. As you can feel the Yuan-Ti's force. In front of you, you notice the people very scared, tired of running as they've navigated the entire city, and they are starting to slow down. And their pace is not keeping up to what you need them to keep up with. You are now catching them kind of with the 2 other people in arm. Not a good scenario, is what I'm trying to paint.
Gotcha.
We still have 2 more attackers, or 2 more attackers. Sorry, guys. They're gonna go back to shooting at you. 11 on the die plus 5 will miss. A 5 on the die plus 5 will miss. And then we get to our last attacker. A 16 on the die plus 5 will hit as an arrow is released.
Misses me, hits the other mirror image.
Fantastic.
Well, I guess you found.
And an 18 on the die for the last attack
Yep,
misses.
Oh. On the die?
Mm-hmm.
Or total?
13 on the die.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
so it misses. Fantastic. That is the end of the Yuan-Ti's turn as they are now picking up pace and catching up to... I like to believe that there's 2 of them who are centered around now the real Sal. The other ones are passing by to
Gotcha.
continue to engage the rest of the party.
Hashtag how you avoid all damage.
Perfect. I got what they're doing. Bin, it is on you.
Okay. So they're still catching up to the group of people.
Correct.
Okay.
Very much so. And you are roughly now 40, 50 feet away
Awesome.
as they've tried to catch you and you've been running to them,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
still with distance enough to get back to the forest.
Right. Okay. Cool. I think that, and about how many of them are there again?
There's 6 of them total.
Oof, okay, good. Yes. So what I'm gonna do is looking to see what are bonus actions and actions. The story of my life. After seeing 2 people go down, I think that although mechanically, of course, nothing happens, but I imagine like that's kind of like it's this conflict because of course she knows that it's a big deal for her to not go back here, but she can't just let these people go down. I
Sure.
imagine her like picking up her pace and breaking out kind of in front, and I think that she's gonna take a shot while she's running because I cannot quite get there to use my sword. which would be ideal.
Pew pew.
But I think she's gonna take a shot while she's running, and probably just not caring so much that if she's going to be seen, and just kind of shout, "Get them out of here, anywhere but here!" as she starts to take shots, and she's gonna try and draw the attention of the Yuan-Ti so that these people can get out.
Sure.
Oh, hey, Bard just gave us audience inspiration.
Nice.
whoa.
For who? Who gets it?
Oh,
we
yeah.
really should specify.
Yeah.
Well,
We don't.
I mean,
Well,
like we
we
could
can
we could
hear.
we could add it in
Sir,
as
ma'am.
individuals. Yeah, tell us who you were
Who do
trying.
you want it
Who are
for?
you inspiring?
Cool, but we'll continue to
Okay,
go. It'll get back to
thank
us in a
you.
moment. Keep monitoring the
Yeah.
chat. Thank you, Ryan.
So I think she's just running through like that, just like, "Get them out of here, and trying to draw as much attention as possible
Sure.
to make cover.
Awesome. Are
So
you
she's
shooting anything, or that's you want that to be your turn? You want to have as impactful of a voice as possible, or are you also
I
firing?
think she's also gonna fire.
Sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
That's where you've been.
Oh, it's for me. Thank you. 'Cause I just rolled
Perfect.
Thank you.
So you're trying to tell me that you're going to use your inspiration right now?
No, I shouldn't use it now. It might be important.
You have a second.
It's up to you. You can use it. If
Well,
you want to use it. I'm not trying to influence your decision in any way, shape, or form. I'm so
Manipulation.
sorry.
And those
now
are
the
the
pressure's on
and
me.
those are the
I'm
only
gonna
way
save.
we get inspiration tokens now.
Oh, the bracelet
Stallion door
doesn't.
bracelets no longer work.
Even though it's in my. purse
Unless
and I
Nico is in
totally
game,
brought
those
it.
are invalid.
Oh, then I do need to save that. I rolled a 3 plus a 7.
That is not going to hit.
Well, she's firing while she's like, "Get them out of here!" She's kind of distracted, looking back and firing. and,
Firing up into
also
the air, firing
sprinting
all over the place.
as far as she can. I imagine her kind of using her wings to sort of try and propel her, like leaps, like
Sure.
comically coming bolting across the field. Maybe not
Remember,
comically.
you
This
have
is an
extra
important
attack.
moment.
Yeah, you have another attack. I'm sure.
You're right, I do. I forgot that's new. Ooh, that is a 22 to hit.
Oh, 22 is definitely going to hit.
Heck yeah. Right.
You're welcome.
Bet you won't hit him.
D10.
I've actually never played a character that had multiple attacks until
Nice.
Ben. Fun fact.
Me neither.
Okay, well, it's 3 damage. Oh wait, no, I re-roll that. That's not a great weapon, is it?
No.
Crossbow
It is not.
Well, although wait, no, it's for two-handed. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's 4 because the second time I rolled a 2.
Cool.
You actually rolled an 8, but then you bumped it, but
Oh, are you serious?
100%.
Then I did 10 damage.
10 points of damage.
Thank you.
I will take 10 points.
Because
of
you were like,
damage.
oh wait, and then immediately started scooping.
In your mind, who are you attacking? There are 3 who have stayed with Sal, and there are 3 that are kind of circumventing and continue on the party.
Oh, that's I guess whichever one is at the head of the pack.
Perfect. That's what I assumed, and that's what I have. Excellent. You have delivered 10 points of damage to that creature.
Mhm.
Anything additional with your movement or free action voice?
I think just continue to try and draw attention and shuffle back anybody who's straggling.
Cool.
Where am I feet-wise within other people? Because I have an aura.
So you are roughly 30, maybe 40 feet. We'll see what he ends up doing on his turn
Okay.
as how close they either move toward you or if they stop.
All right, cool.
Perception check, David, before you start.
And
10.
Total.
As you are kind of carrying these other 2 individuals and you see these arrows flying overhead, you hear a strangely familiar, strong voice come from the tree line you guys are heading in the direction. As your eyes look up, tired from the running and tired from grabbing everyone, sweat dripping in your eyes, you can see the outline of a warrior of sorts, kind of calling you in this direction, voice sounding eerily familiar, but you can't quite make them out with a 10. What would you like to do? In front of you, about 10 feet, you see the rest of the party kind of slowing down.
Gotcha. I'd like to halt all of them.
Yep.
I'd like to halt all of them. I'm going to command them to huddle up together. Stand, not sit, and just kind of keep place about where they're at. I'd love to set the people in the center, the older people that I have on my person in
Sure.
the group of people. They're all huddled together and approach the oncoming. What are they called?
Yuan-Tis.
Yuan-Tis.
And there, I don't know if this matters, but there's an echo coming from there. I don't know if it's making its
Yeah,
way
no,
in here or
it's
not.
it's the headphones I normally wear while we're listening.
Makes sense.
Oh.
Cool, man. Absolutely. As you begin to do that, that's going to take some
Time.
of your turn.
Yep.
As doing all of this, but that'll help. You get this. They all consolidated in that center area. You get the damaged individuals in the middle, and then you kind of get your shield and sword, and you are ready to start moving in the direction of Sal. You have an approaching Yuan-Ti, almost. I mean, in your job.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to go help Sal. I'm trying to get the assaulting running towards us people.
Perfect. Absolutely, yeah. Tracking. You, as you get all them settled, you turn, and there is a Yuan-Ti getting ready to attack with a short sword as he is shouldered by an arrow coming from behind you.
I got you. So he's shouldered, so his attack doesn't go through.
Correct.
Gotcha,
At least not at the moment.
Gotcha.
On
Would
his
I,
turn, we'll
would
see
I
if
be
that
able?
lands or not.
Am I within 5?
You are definitely
so,
within
So
5
I'd love
feet.
to try to take a swing at him. Would he be at disadvantage because he just got hit, or?
He would not be disadvantaged because he got hit. I think that's gonna corralling everyone the way you did and taking that time
It's
is
gonna
gonna
take my
take
action.
your actions, man.
Gotcha.
I do apologize. I know that's not great.
No,
but
it's all right. So
you didn't
I
have to do that.
Yeah, you're correct. I have a crossbow.
Sure.
Is that a
Still in action.
That's still in action.
Do
Gotcha.
apologize. Right now, you have the ability, if you have a bonus action in there somewhere that you'd like to accomplish, or any additional movement, or any voice action you'd like to take.
Two weapon fighting. My shield's not a weapon.
Your shield is not a weapon.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to just like truck someone as they're running up.
If you wanted to bash him, I would let you bonus action bash him.
I got you. I'd love the closest one.
Yeah, the one who just got
one who just got here.
Boom.
Bonus action, knock him onto the ground.
Hell yeah! Let's get a strength check. So you're gonna roll a d20, and you're gonna add your strength modifier, which is at the very top.
Gotcha. 18,
Oh, yeah.
21.
Dude, give me some damage. We're gonna do 2d6 force
You're
damage.
doing amazing tonight.
Thanks, man. These aren't my dice.
Oh, thank you.
2d6. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 2d6. We'll call this force damage.
Is it plus any numbers?
It will not be plus anything.
6 and a 4.
Oh, 10 points of damage. Beautiful. And that is on the same one who just got shouldered.
Gotcha. And I'd like to, I guess, like, that was my bonus action. I'd like to kind of stand within, like, 5 feet of the group that's huddled now.
Yep.
And try to hold my ground.
Sure, absolutely. Makes sense. Tracking in my brain. We are going to zoom back up to the top of the order with Sal. Standing in front of you, Sal, you see people kind of circumventing your area. Not quite passing you close enough for an opportunity attack, but although they could have because you used your reaction, but I didn't. I wanted to be nice. So they kind of circumvent you, but you have 3 that have stuck around, and they're kind of doing their little thing where they're moving side to side, waiting for you to make your move.
I look at them with my sword drawn. I did give you a chance to leave. And then I struck.
Sure.
The fools stood next to each other. That would be a... Not that one. 22 to hit.
22 super hits, buddy.
Grab my D6s and my D8. Yeah, that's the pay. 15 poison reduced down to 7 or 8. And a total of 7 plus 14, or 21 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
As I slash into the first one.
And now describe to me your poison immunity thing again for me.
Oh shit, I forgot the other. Because... So I cut through immunities and resistance, lowering it by 1. Because it's so potent. I also forgot I had an altitude on the other attack. I can only do it once.
So what was the damage? 7 points of...
So it would be 7 points of poison.
Yep.
And... What did I say? 7 plus 21 points of slashing.
21 points of slashing. Awesome. That is going to go to him.
And then for my second attack, is he still alive?
He is still alive.
Roll again. Slashing. We got 24.
24 is going to hit.
And the blade will spark up green this time. As some liquid jumps off of it, hitting the one next to him as well.
Sure. So you're attacking a different creature this time.
No.
Okay.
This is the additional thing. 2d6. 18 points of slashing to the first target.
On the same one you attacked last time?
Yeah.
Cool.
Plus 7, reduced to 3, poison. And then 5 to the one next to it. As some
What was the poison damage?
poison damage on the first guy or the second one?
The first guy?
First guy was 7 reduced to 3.
Gotcha.
Second one was 4 reduced to 2. My
So
bad,
2
5
to the guy
reduced-
next to him.
Yeah, 5 reduced to 2.
Got it.
Onto the guy next to him.
Got it.
And then I break another vial on my weapon.
Gotcha. Understood. Bonus action, any movement?
That is everything. And I just kind of look at them and smile.
Fantastic.
So, can I see? I can see how many he's fighting. I'm just oblivious to it. How many is he fighting? And how many
3.
are running?
Right now, there is 2 of them that are directly on him, and
Gotcha.
one of them in the back, kind
Gotcha.
of like waiting for his opportunity. There are
Just kinda in
3.
the Street Fighter fighting.
There are
pose?
3 that have circumvented. One of them arrowed and then
No.
bashed, and now you're kind of facing the 3 of them as they are encroaching and approaching you.
Gotcha.
2 of them not quite there yet.
Gotcha.
One of them directly on you.
All right.
Fantastic. Thank you, Ryan or Sal. Okay, great. So the 3 in front of you are going to kind of space out and create a little triangle surrounding you. One of them is going to go in for an attack. A 10 on the die plus 5, a 15. Does that hit you?
No, it doesn't.
It does
Make
not.
him roll again to hit the guy behind me.
Fantastic. Now, they have to be within 5 feet
So anyone when one of them attacks me, as long as I have another enemy within 5 feet of me, I
Okay.
can force him to almost like I push his blade into the other guy.
Sure. And that is a 2 on the die, so it is going to resist. And that's not a magical ability. That's like a
No.
boom. Okay, great. Perfect. Makes sense. So it's going to take its second attack. And that is a 3 on the die. It is going to miss both of its attacks. The next one, kind of diagonal from him, is going to attack. And that is a 3 on the die, which is going to miss. And then we have an 11 on the die, plus 5, 16 is also going to miss. Thank you.
Stand your ground.
Nice!
I plan on it.
We have a 19 and a natural 20
Ooh.
on the next 2 attacks.
That's nasty.
Oh, gosh.
I can't re-roll any of those. Not that kind of
Nice.
character.
The first one is going to go in with a scimitar attack across your belly.
Billy.
Billy.
In the belly of the whale.
It is going to do 7 points of damage, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of damage total.
Okay.
And then it is going to wrap its body around you and begin sucking in and constricting around your core, around your body.
Is there any saving throw for that?
There is, at the moment, there is a saving throw on your turn.
Okay. Does it eat my action?
It does eat your action.
And there was
The
no
target
save?
is officially grappled. To escape the grapple would take a DC roll.
And there was no save on the getting grappled part?
There was no save on the. If it hits you, it gets that damage. Oh, and it gets damage also.
When did it hit me?
The natural 20 and the 19.
Oh, okay.
Melee attack weapon. anytime a melee
Got
attack
it.
happens,
I was
it
confused
gets the
because
option
you were
to
just going
constrict.
into straight. I was
Yeah,
in trouble.
no worries at all.
Get fucked.
2d6 plus 3.
Sorry, Sully's dead.
It is going to do 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage as it begins to constrict around your body.
Hello there.
Hello
as his
there.
face comes to your face. I love
Gives
it.
you a little.
General
It
with the bow.
gives you a little.
That is the 3 Yuan-Ti that are in your area. The 4th Yuan-Ti is the one that has the injury in its shoulder. It is now directly on you. It gets bashed in the face by your shield.
Yep.
Leaking this black ichor blood from its face. He's going to turn and say, "Get these and bring them back."
I would like to think that I knocked him on his ass.
I think you would like to think that.
I would love to think
think
that.
you would love
I would actually very intimately love to think that.
And even if he did, unfortunately, you don't go next, so he would be able to get up.
Okay.
But
okay.
so I mean, all right, I love it. You did bash him in
wouldn't
the
you?
air. His body flaps to the
But
ground.
he's a snake, so he just kind of
and
like.
it kind of slithers back up and into your face. And it turns and says, "Get those." And then you can tell that he's referring to the pile of people behind you. As it goes in for a scimitar attack on your shield side. An 18 on the die plus 5 is going to hit. That is going to be 8 points of damage to you, sir.
That shit hurt. It did.
As it goes in for a second attack. And this one is a 9 plus 5, a 14. That does not hit your armor class, right?
No.
Because you're a really high
I am
armor
19.
class. Fantastic. That is going to end his turn. We are going to go to the next guy in suit, who is it sees you take damage, and instead of listening, it's going to go directly at you, thinking it might be able to kind of surprise attack.
Okay.
A 12 plus 5, 17 misses. And its second attack, 16 plus 5, is going to hit as it attacks the back of your shoulder. And it's going to do 4 points of damage, sir. And the last one is going to finally kind of catch up with its entire movement and action and head over towards the group of people, kind of circumventing you a bit, taking all of its move and action.
Gotcha.
So it won't get an attack on this group. Which brings us to Bin. Bin, perception check for me while you look in at this crowd.
Here we go. That's an 18.
Wonderful.
It's like I
That's a
finally
nice
opened up
roll.
my eyes.
Absolutely.
Throw those-
As the arrow releases from your hand, you kind of track that arrow all the way till it hits its target. And then you see a shield pop up, and the shield, as it comes up-end, it looks incredibly familiar and shiny, and it is your shield that you left behind when you
It's
left
my
Brayling.
shield?
Your shield you left behind when you left Brayling. This was when you got promoted to Lieutenant General, this is what was gifted to you.
Yeah.
As you see it raised in the air and kind of turning sideways, you see Connor. Connor, your right-hand man, who went through almost every battle with you, who you abandoned. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That did happen, but that you see Connor.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I didn't write Connor. So Connor would have been with me through everything.
Through the
like
majority of the
Mhm.
your when you became 14 and you took charge of your first clutch of men, he
Mhm.
was there.
The Battle of
Got it.
Whispering
And
Wood.
older than you
The
and
Battle of
still
Whispering-
she's like, I remember that.
Yeah.
Awesome. You see
Oh,
Connor.
that's so cool. Okay.
This guy got
I
it.
think that she's
Yeah,
just
I
kind of
got
in a
it.
little bit of shock, but that's just driving her forward even more.
I thought it was
Because
obscure enough,
obviously,
but-
No, I got it
after
immediately.
leaving Brayling, one of her biggest regrets has been the people that she had to leave behind.
Sure.
Good
And
thing they're
so
all
to have the
alive.
opportunity to save him when she couldn't, it's like she's overwhelmed. So how many, we don't have a map, but I'm trying to figure out my next move, but how
Yep.
many snakes are like
Okay.
within, say, 10 feet of me?
Absolutely. 0 unless you have been continuing to move forward.
Okay.
They have now stopped about 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
There's a big pile of not fighting looking men and women.
Yes.
And then you see Connor.
Mm-hmm.
You see a little, maybe 20, 30 feet in front. You see a person you don't recognize. You see him surrounded by 3 Yuan-Ti. You see 1 Yuan-Ti directly on Connor. 1 circumventing to go towards the group of non-fighting people. And you see another one who snuck up behind Connor.
Okay.
And that's what you see.
That answers my question. I'm going to turn tail and run towards Connor.
Sure.
And I'm going to get kind of within the group. I'm trying to get... I don't know exactly how close they are to each other. I'd like the necrotic shroud, and I'd like to try and get as many of them within a radius of 10 feet of me.
Let me see if that can happen. Yep.
Can that hurt the cast?
Them?
Like, can that hurt me and the villagers?
I don't think
Thought
so.
you picked.
Okay.
I'm gonna look kind of scary, but it's like kind of cool.
I'll double check.
I've
for
seen you
though.
scary. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't think Connor would be faced.
No.
If you pull it up before I do, let me know.
I'll do. I'm about to look at it.
I have a pen.
I have a pencil.
Nice. You always have a pencil. Well, you don't always have a pencil.
Pretty
You always
much.
look for a
Other
pencil.
than your allies.
Okay, other than your allies.
Perfect.
You can get, if you moved kind of clutch of people, Yuan-Ti almost on the clutch of people. If you moved around, you could get to the 2 of them
Yeah.
and that one who's there.
Does she still have her flight movement?
She does. There's 2 of them attacking Connor and 1 of them attacking the group of people.
So
If you went in the middle, you would get all 3.
Perfect. That's what I'm gonna do. So I imagine, because she's at this breakneck speed. To
Sure,
get through
hell
there,
yeah.
I imagine like her, like digging her heels in, kind of like stumbling, like when you touch
Arms
down when you're
full-
doing suicides and gym.
Sure.
Arms full
And-
back like this, ninja running
Yeah.
in.
Yes, exactly. And seeing that it's Connor, she just starts booking it over there, and filled with like all that kind of passion and stuff that she's able to right something that she felt was so wrong.
Sure.
She necrotic crowd.
Love it. Is
there's
that any kind of
probably-
roll for them, or
That
that happens
is
on
gonna
your
be
next thing? What's going on there?
A charisma saving throw from all of them.
Dope.
As I kind of like rise a little bit to a hover, and like my eyes start to glow, and the wings come out
Your charisma's
All right.
like a righteous fury.
Your charisma's 19, right?
Yes, it is.
All right, it's a 15 DC.
A 15
Yes.
DC. I have a 14
Right.
on one of the dies,
Yes, it
so that's
is.
probably going to be the
Because it
only
went
one
up,
who
didn't it?
succeeds.
Heck yeah.
Let me make sure. It's a charisma or constitution?
Charisma.
Charisma. Plus 3 to their charisma. So I have 1 success and 2 failures.
All right. Perfect.
And I have listed who they are now.
Awesome. They are all frightened until the end of my next turn.
Ooh, 2 of them are frightened.
Mhm.
Badass. Got it. We'll do this the reverse. Fantastic. Awesome, awesome, possum. Any
Thank you,
bonus
allies.
action, any additional movement, Ryan, to yourself? I don't know if you were talking to us or the audience.
No, I was talking to Omnius, who
Oh,
gave
okay,
us
cool.
a gifted sub.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I
Thank
thought
you so
were
much.
Giving advice.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that just as she's like in that kind of stumble turning around, I think that she'll scream out, Connor! And she'll
Dope.
come in with like the whole thing.
Dope.
Then I get distracted and get an opportunity attack on me.
I totally
Well,
love
if
that.
I get close enough, I can help.
I love the thought process of like
You paint better word
arrow.
pictures
No,
than I
that's a
do.
lie. Your arrow is released, and you watch it as it makes purchase. You see the shield, and everything just starts to come to fruition. You notice the back of his head and the way he wears his armor, and you notice a familiar blade at his side also. And just the emotion that you were feeling upon, like, holy crap, I just got zoomed back into Brayling, gone. And your vision starts to tunnel a little bit over this crowd of people and Connor. You start making the plays in your mind, and all of a sudden this dark shroud envelops your body as you pick up your pace, running as fast as you can. You get where the one Yuan-Ti was at the group of people. You kind of jump over and boom into the air, landing facing him and the 2 to your back as the 2 behind you, or 1 behind you and the 1 there, kind of look like, what the freak did we just see?
Nice save.
Fantastic.
And then I think as she lands, she just says, nice shield.
Oh, love it! Connor, what are you doing, dog?
Thanks, I got it from Helena.
You know the what? Oh no, hold on! I did write that one. Dog,
You'll find out later. No time for this. What are you doing?
So they all got necrotic shrouded. I'd love to. So she landed where? Like in the crowd?
She landed. So you are right in front of the crowd. You have a Yuan-Ti here. You have a Yuan-Ti here. She landed here. There's
Gotcha.
another Yuan-Ti here, right in front of the crowd. Does that make
Gotcha.
sense?
So they're quickly surrounding the crowd.
Correct.
Gotcha. But there's one directly in front of me within attack.
Two of them near you. One right behind you, and one directly in front of you.
Gotcha. There's one behind me.
One behind you there. So while you were facing this one, another one tried to come and attack. I think it's attack failed.
Yes. I remember. All right, so I'm gonna attack the one in front of me.
Yep.
Like tunnel visioned on what's going on.
Don't even look at.
Don't even look at Ben.
Awesome.
Like I'm looking at this situation as I am about to go down with these people,
Sure.
and it is what it is.
Ben, insight check before he continues, please.
Okay.
Please fail.
15
it's a
plus.
16.
You see him in battle ready mode. Like you know what this face is on his face.
Yeah.
He is in battle mode.
So I'd like to attack the one that's directly in front
Cool.
of me.
Make it happen, Cap.
What do I roll? D20.
D20 to see if you hit. Sorry, I wanted you to not be able to
It's
tell
a
what
strength?
his face was.
Is
Yeah.
it strength or is it?
It's going to be your to hit on your weapon. So if you go over to your actions, Pop, I think it's a +7.
My longsword?
And
Just-
then the to hit. There's a number down the center.
Yeah, it is +7.
Beautiful.
It's 15 plus 7.
Beautiful. That hits. Roll
Gotcha.
some damage.
And that's 2d6s, right? Or is it
It'll be
It
to the
is-
right of that number.
1d8 plus 4?
Cool.
It says right below it 1d10 plus 4.
1d10 plus 4?
Oh, that's what it is?
If
It
that's
says
what it
1d8
says to
plus
the
4.
right of
It
it.
says 1d10 plus 4, and then right under it in gray.
Are you using two hand
One hand.
or one hand?
It is one
so
hand.
it's 1d.
I am keeping my shield in my
Yep.
other hand. So 1d8
That's the difference there.
plus 4. Wait, no, that is a d10.
Cool. Thank you. Looks like a diamond-ish.
Diamond-ish.
There's
Bear
one
with
here.
me, everybody.
8.
6 plus
4?
4.
10 points of damage again. He is not looking good.
And there was that one behind me.
There's one behind you, correct.
Would you allow me to shield bash him?
Yep, absolutely.
Gotcha. And
fact.
I roll d20.
David's last name just got censored in the chat.
Did it?
Aw, fantastic. Get wrecked.
Go ahead,
Karen.
try to dox me.
Sorry.
No, don't try to dox me. Don't
Did it
dox
really?
me.
This was just
It's
censored on
super-
mine.
No, on mine it's all asterisk. Maybe, I don't know. Do I have
Get a
family
Cox.
mode on?
Ryan, I
Makes
forgot to
sense,
mention, the
huh?
one in front of you's looking real hurt.
Oh.
I forgot to
Is
mention
it
that.
the one that's
Funny.
grappled me?
Yeah,
So-
no, it's the other one.
So
Oh,
for the
okay.
shield bash, I roll d20 first to see if I can hit.
Correct.
15 plus.
Oh, it's going to be a strength check. So it'll be that plus your strength modifier.
15 plus 6. So
That
21.
definitely hits, brother.
Definitely hits.
2d6 for your bash.
Sorry, microphone. Didn't mean to hit you. 4 plus 2, 6.
6 points of damage. I love it, dude.
I'd like to think that I knocked him on his ass, but it's a snake. He doesn't have asses.
I love it as he
Don't
falls
look at
back to his butt.
Got 3 buttholes, though.
It confirmed. Yes, but-
Confirmed. Anything additional? Bonus action movement? If you look
I'd
at your actions page and you scroll a little bit down, it'll tell you any bonus action-y items you have.
Bonus action.
Like, I think you have second win as a bonus action.
I do?
And you are down on health at the moment. Not super down.
Oh, okay,
But
so I
down
can
nonetheless.
regain that health.
100%.
1d10. Sure, I'll use that.
Dope. So I like to think this kind of looked like, short sword does its legitimate damage as it slices across the front of this Yuan-Ti. You turn to the side, almost in the same motion, slice, bash, And then with this one kind of recoiling in damage and the other one on its butt, you have like a moment to kind of take to yourself, and you chant out something that Emrasil is known to say, and you feel energetic, and you are now healed whatever you rolled.
2. That's a 2.
2. Great. Does that do anything additional? Is it with second wind? Is it dice plus something?
It's 1d10 plus your constitution. No, your play level.
Your player
Plus
level.
6.
So
So okay. So not or 8.
Gracias, sir.
Double check.
And I'd really just like to dig in and try to hold my ground the best I could.
Sure, makes sense. Your goal is to keep them away from the people. I understand. Sal, what you doing, dog? Directly in front of you, you have a terribly looking Yuan-Ti, barely able to stand. You can see that some of this poison is starting to affect his body. The one recoiling you, kind of staring at your face, mouth open, getting ready to bite in, and another one kind of standing off at the side, just waiting for the right opportunity to attack.
Okay. I look at him, the one who's holding me, and I'm like, man, don't you wish you caught the real me? As another me appears running straight towards the other 3 Yuan-Ti, attacking them.
Understood.
Make a deception check.
Not necessary, unless you're just making that up. I'm assuming
No,
you had something.
there is a Sal running straight towards the
Perfect.
other Yuan-Ti, about to hit them in the back.
Tracking. And they see that.
They see that.
Absolutely. Tracking.
And I give them a wink.
The winks, now they're going to roll. They believed you a second ago.
It wasn't even like a subtle wink. It was just
Oh, a 16, a 16, and a 17
I'll make
on
a
their
deception check.
perception. Yeah, deceptions, please.
They were so on board, and then you.
They were
winked, and they're
super
like,
on board.
Yeah, I got a dirty 20.
Wonderful. None of them got higher than
Actually,
a 20.
instead, they're all turned on.
Yeah, none of them got
They're
it.
all instantly
Understood.
attracted.
They see your backstabbing detail. This is something that they're used to you having, is all of these different ploys to make yourself never actually in danger. Any additional things besides your DC save?
I'm gonna roll an insight check against the one who's standing next to me, or the one who's got me grappled.
Sure.
In case he lets go of me, so that I have advantage to hit him. So he's got to do a deception check against my insight.
An 11 on the die.
I got a 21.
Sure, he is not going to be better than that. Cool. And what ability or skill is that?
That is empathic. I have uncanny insight against. Oh, is he not a humanoid?
He's not a humanoid.
Never mind then.
Fantastic.
I was like, wait a second. He's not a humanoid, is he?
Not even a little bit.
Okay, I lied then.
Oh, well.
Then I will use my bonus action to move the illusion closer to the enemies, right behind them.
Cool. Makes sense.
Wink.
Awesome. Make a DC strength check for me, please.
Yep. Dirty 20.
Hell yeah, dude. As his vision gets away from you, you use that opportunity to slink a hand underneath and break away. And you are no longer restrained.
Okay.
End of your turn?
Yep.
Beautiful. The sickly looking one in front of you is going to go in for an attack with his scimitar. 10 on the die, a 15 total is going to miss. Going to go in for a second attack. A 9 on the die is going to miss.
I told you the real me was over there.
The Yuan-Ti who had you gripped is going to go in for an attack. A 12 plus 5, 17
Misses.
is not going to hit.
Hey, reaction. Have him stab again. The other one
Hells
is sickly.
yeah, absolutely. And a 3 on the die is
Man,
going
they
to
can't
miss.
roll double
Wow.
digits
They
for me,
cannot.
can they?
They can't roll them for themselves either, though, if it's fair. The last Yuan-Ti is going to slither away from you and in the direction of the false you opportunity attack. Oh,
Nope, reaction.
you used your reaction. So it's going to slither away from you and head towards the group.
I don't have Tunnel Fighter yet.
Bear with me a
That's in,
moment.
like 7 levels.
Guess I can erase where I wrote down specifically all the different books that I said. You know, that time when David said, make sure you write down what types of books you have, and then took it away the next.
Sorry.
Literally gave them away.
No, but those will be important
You
later.
just kind of took
Do
the.
I need to keep the notes on them?
I think you absolutely keep the notes on them. As you will see Bob again. Awesome. Thank you so much. The Yuan-Ti we're going to go to the second half of them over in the other party. As the one directly in front of Connor goes in for his attack on you, Connor.
Oh, yeah. That's all my character.
We have a 10 on the die, plus 5 is a 15. That is going to miss.
Swing and a miss, buddy.
We have a 2 on the die, which is going to miss. The one directly behind you that you shield bashed and put to the ground is going to kind of slither away from you and towards the group. As it goes in for a sword attack on the person who's closest to the outside.
As the enemy goes away from me, do I have an opportunity?
You do get an opportunity attack, and you'll get that now.
Oh, sweet. I roll d20.
Yes, sir.
19.
Oh, super gonna hit. Roll some damage for me, sir.
What do I roll?
Your damage for your short sword, or for your long sword.
Sweet,
1d8 plus 4.
1d8. 5 plus 4.
Nice. 9 points of damage. Fantastic. As it's scraped against its back, and as it goes in for an attack on one of the crowd. That is a 9 on the die. It will do it for this villager. They are close to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You are closer to the group than it was, so it can't move in that direction because it is frightened by you.
Oh, yeah.
So
Scaredy
that didn't
snake.
happen.
Nice. So it did turn and it went to leave. You slashed it on its back and
Okay.
it remembered how scared it was.
Gotcha.
So the attack on the
Immediately pooped
crowd
his pants.
never
Oh,
happens.
heck yeah.
Badass. So the attack on your back is gonna kind of prompt it to attack back at you.
Gotcha.
Imagine being scared of a
So a
chicken.
17 misses you,
17 total, yes.
and a 20 hits you.
Is the snake? No, he's not within 5 feet.
Correct.
Right.
Though you do have one snake near you, but it's not this
Right.
one.
Okay, it's a
Within
fat
5
snake
feet.
hits yeah,
Yep.
I gotcha.
So we'll do some damage, David. That is a 5 plus 3 and 8 points of damage as it slices across your armor. The final Yuan-Ti, who is also afraid of Bin, kind of backs up into you. Now you have 3 Yuan-Tis, one on each side, very similar to the layout they had on him a moment ago. And it is going to go for an attack on you as well,
Gotcha.
sir. With 2 quick swings, one of them at 19 and one of them at 15. One of them will hit. It is going to do 7 points of damage, David.
Gotcha.
And that will end their turn. Bin, you see one of the Yuan-Ti, the one directly in front of Connor, very damaged and hurt, and you can see it kind of wobbling a bit. You see one of them going for a slash at his back, and another one kind of seeing you and backing up a little bit, and then turning to swing.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna go for the one that's trying to hit him in the back.
Sure.
Yeah. And I'm gonna swing my great sword. And that's gonna be a 24 to hit.
Oh, that super hits. Roll some damage.
Ooh.
Just grab another square.
Alright. Nice. It is 13 damage. Plus,
13
oh wait,
damage.
plus another 6, 19, because I'm gonna use
19.
necrotic, extra necrotic damage
For sure.
from the
Spicy.
shroud.
So 19. So that's beautiful.
Heck yeah.
Got it.
Alright, he's still standing?
He is still standing,
I
but
hit him.
definitely bloodied.
I hit him again.
It is ass.
17 to hit.
17 super hits. Roll some damage.
And this time it is 8 damage.
So how come you get to
points of
reroll,
damage
reroll
total.
your 1?
Because I'm using a great weapon, so I get to reroll 1s or 2s on damage one time, not if I roll like the one
Gotcha,
on
gotcha,
the
gotcha,
reroll.
Understood.
If it's two-handed weapon.
I also have that feature.
Nice. I do not.
Yeah, I
I
took
value
it
my
because I'm
shield.
only ever using the great sword, and it just fits her personality.
Sure.
The shield is a price
So
possession.
you guys
Passionate
have a
fighter.
vision of the field. 1, 2, 3 of them look really, really damaged. 2 of them look somewhat damaged, and 1 of them looks pristine. The one who is now leaving the group and heading over towards your party is completely fresh.
Gotcha.
Just for your brains, as that will come
Yes.
up, I'm sure. Ben, anything additional from you?
I think that's it, except for I'm just going to position myself so I'd like to try and flank next to Connor since I see that he's getting flanked. I'd like to get up next to him.
Sure,
so that I
absolutely.
can-
And that's going to help with
try and
extra
take-
protection between you guys and the crowd.
Yeah.
Perfect. Makes sense. Connor, what are you doing, boss?
I have 3 around me.
You have 3 surrounding you and Ben just beyond one of them.
Are they all within 5?
They are all within 5 feet of you.
Gotcha. If I was to roll in that 20, could I do like a spin attack and hit all of them?
You could not.
Okay. What if I
Very
rolled?
cool,
What if I
though.
rolled 3 nat 20s?
Then
you
yeah,
roll
I would
3
absolutely
nat
have
20s.
that happen.
I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna go for an attack on the one who's in front of me.
Cool. He is most damaged.
Gotcha. He is most damaged.
Yep, of the 3 that are around you.
Okay, whatever. I'm going for.
Cool.
10 plus 7.
Gonna
17.
hit. 17 hits. Roll some damage for me.
And that is 1d8. 5 plus 4, 9.
9 points of damage as he gets slain, as your blade goes directly through his body. You can see your long sword out the other side as you pull it, and you see his body slump to the ground.
Gotcha. Sweet.
You have another attack, I'm sure.
I'm just trying to get a bearing on everything, so I take a look around. I want to know where the enemies are.
Fuck yeah. Sorry, Sully's dead. You see,
So
so dead
many.
body.
He's gonna come on stream for the
Pulled-
first time and just start cursing like
Yeah,
a sailor.
dead.
My dad has
It's
never
like that's not
cursed in
gonna
his
happen.
life.
It would be glorious if he did.
Dead
though.
body kind of slumping to the ground. You now kind of take in your surroundings. Back shoulder, you have one Yuanti who looks fairly fresh. He has scared eyes on. To your back left shoulder, where you have the mark of Emrasil, you see another Yuanti very damaged.
Wait, y'all know what that is now? Oh my god. I wrote all that crap and figured like you would just read it and be like, yeah, okay, cool.
And then
something.
you see one snake fresh as hell moving quickly in your guys' direction, not quite on you yet.
Gotcha. So one
2
fresh.
behind you, 1 dead in front of you, and 1 fresh guy coming up the side.
Gotcha. So 2 behind me. I like the shield bash, the weakest one.
Sure, hells yeah. Roll your strength check.
Which is a d20 plus numbers.
Yep, plus your strength modifier. It's probably 4.
Oh, that's 7. Okay, I couldn't tell if it was a
I
7
like
or 1.
the 17 better.
I did too.
Me too.
I cannot
7
tell a lie.
plus
Plus 4.
7 total.
Plus 4.
So 11 does not hit.
Gotcha.
So you kind of just not quite get enough strength for it to do damage.
I mean,
Gotcha.
technically, he should have proficiency on that because he has shield.
So we want to add numbers to a fake skill that we're.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I
Is that
bet
what we
no.
wanna do right
I
now?
think I want to leave it. We've
Is
been
that
playing
what
it.
we wanna do right
We've
now?
been playing it as
I thought
as
you
it
were
was.
Inferno.
We've been playing it as it was. I don't think it needs to be changed.
No.
As much as I would love the benefit, I don't think we need it.
I mean, technically, oh, it sucks you don't have real feet.
I know he could have actually
Shield
had
bash
shield
is an
bash. I know,
ability.
but he doesn't have it.
You know, it wasn't in the list of feats.
Yeah,
so we
I know,
just
I
kinda
know, I
moved
know.
on.
Shield
Sorry.
expert
That's
is
for being
actually
poor.
really cool.
It is. It's really good. I completely agree with you, but that's not what's happening.
That's not what's happening right now. So,
Awesome.
Goodness.
You do have another attack though with your sword.
I do.
Mm-hmm. You get 2 attacks as a fighter.
Yeah.
Have you forgot this? Oh, well, I guess you had
He's
to
been
know
doing the
this.
shield bash,
Got it.
so I've been letting that be his second attack.
Gotcha. I thought it was a bonus action.
Gotcha. It was not. We were just making
It
that.
is
up for
actually
you.
a bonus action.
But you
With
didn't
the
have
feet.
it, so we were just giving it to you.
Gotcha.
Because you're our executive producer and we love you.
I'm the producer.
Sorry,
He's
you
the
are a
executive
producer. Sorry, I got it right earlier.
No, you didn't. You got it wrong earlier. I didn't just. Ryan didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
It's probably because I was looking at chat.
So I have an additional attack,
Correct.
even though I didn't miss with a shield bash. Because
Correct.
okay, because I missed with a shield bash, I have an additional attack. Or...
No, you always have an extra attack.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack the whatever the weakest looking one is.
Sure, sounds great. Roll damage for me.
Gotcha.
That's cocked. Reroll it.
Yep, I agree.
It was the same roll.
No, it was better before. It's a 6 plus 4.
7? A 6? No, 6
No.
plus 7. Because
No,
you're
no,
going
no.
with your sword.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not.
6 plus 7.
There you
Plus
go.
my short
That's
sword.
better.
My bad,
Yeah.
my bad.
That would make it a total of 13? 14?
6.
13.
That does hit.
Damage. D8 plus 4. 8 plus 4.
Ooh. As you slice through that one, and it also perishes.
Huh, imagine dying to David.
Yes.
Sorry. I didn't see it.
No, you're good.
Tunnel vision, like I said.
End of your
Didn't even
turn,
notice you were
any
here.
Right,
movement or voice actions you'd like to make?
None of the civilians got hit.
None of the civilians are hit.
All right, cool. No voice actions I wanted to make. I haven't seen Ben yet.
I think if
I took
you-
a second to look around.
Yeah.
I saw Ben.
You were so focused on fighting that you ignored Ben. But
Gotcha.
you could now take in that thought process.
But I'll take in the fact that I see
Just
Ben,
got registered.
register it, run towards Sal,
Oh, hells yeah.
with Ben holding the front line of the civilians.
Sure. Makes perfect sense.
We'll
One of
gush
them's
about
going
it
to get
later,
an
Ben.
opportunity attack on you. A 14 plus 5 is going to be a 19. It is going
Meets it.
to hit.
Oh wait, are they trying to hit him?
They're hitting
They
me,
are
is it?
trying to hit him.
Okay.
Hey, hit them back.
Well, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
if
got some.
Somebody within 5 feet of me.
They are
or
within
somebody
5 feet
who's
of you.
Not me. Then I'm gonna get an opportunity attack on them.
Oh, great.
Save
And
your
that doesn't
friend.
count. That doesn't cancel mine, right?
No, it doesn't cancel.
Unless they
Fantastic.
die.
But I'm gonna.
4 points of damage to you. They won't
yeah,
die.
yeah,
Unless
I
she
think that
goes ham nuggets.
Yeah, smite this
it's
bitch.
a reaction, so that implies that they would hit first.
Sure.
Well, maybe.
Well, you have to react to
I
something.
mean, you're reacting to them moving to attack.
It's irrelevant.
be a
We'll cover
very
it when it
quick
makes
reaction.
sense. Yeah, we'll cover it when it makes.
Let me know when I go.
You are good to go.
Hey.
David, you get your 4 pieces of damage.
I did.
Nope.
I am at
Aw.
36.
15 to
Thank
hit.
you. A what to hit?
15?
15 hits.
Oh,
15 hits.
yes.
Roll damage.
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
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 11 damage.
An 11 points of damage. Got it. This guy no longer looks great either. So
looking very
for
much
your
not
guy's brain, super damaged guy in front of Sal. Another doing pretty okay guy in front of Sal. A fully fresh individual kind of circumventing on his way up. And then a not looking too good guy. So 4 guys total left.
So there's a guy running like a long flank.
Correct.
Could I redirect and run at
You
him?
totally, yeah. That can
Gotcha.
be your
Can-
angle. Absolutely, that can be your angle.
Okay.
He will get to go before you do, though. So we'll see if that ends up
How much,
colliding or not.
how much movement?
30.
30.
At least. Sal, what you
Alright.
got? What you got?
So as the guy releases me,
Yep.
what is this? 17, I think?
17 to hit.
Yeah, 17 hit. 17 hit.
That hits. Absolutely.
All right. Oh, I gotta roll a die. I should grab another D.
You're announcing your smites, right?
I have not smited.
Okay, great.
You, buddy?
Yep.
Double checking my head. Yes. Okay. Roll that 2. A lot better. Poison. Poison. So. 11. So 5 points of poison damage to the one that I'm hitting,
Got it.
and 24 points of slashing damage to him.
Ooh, as he dies.
As I slice through him, some green stuff flies off of my blade at the other dude,
Sure.
hitting him for
Fly
That's
out.
6 to 3 points of poison damage.
Got it.
Flashing on him.
Makes sense.
Is that other one still alive?
It is still alive.
All right.
It doesn't look terrible, but it's not great.
I look at him, and I say in Abyssal,
Ooh.
you should run back, Frolic. Tell him that I'm not one of his dogs.
Really?
As you hear it laughing, don't worry, you'll be back in his service. He never lets them go.
Run.
He doesn't.
He doesn't run?
Unless there's a skill that he has to roll for. But he does not choose to run.
Oh, okay.
I'd also like to point out that he doesn't have feet, so he can't run.
Wow, Slither. I was
Well,
giving him
it's
the
fair.
opportunity to leave, but if he doesn't want to,
He's not taking it. And this is the one who had you constricted.
the one who has no health left?
The one who's like not doing great.
Okay.
He had you constricted. Just that. He's like, I had you.
I'm gonna look him over. Oh, he's not human.
It is not.
Gonna look him up and down. Be
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh.
I'm,
nice.
Are you checking him out?
No, I was checking
You
to see
winked
where.
at him.
He did wink.
Now you're
I remember
looking
the
him
wink.
Up and down.
All right, I'm just gonna murder this man.
Sounds good.
Oh,
Kinky.
each
What
his
is that?
own, you know.
It's only an 11, ain't it?
11
Yeah.
gonna miss.
Swing and a miss.
All right.
All
Bonus
intimidating
action
and everything,
movement?
and then completely
Yeah,
botch your
I know,
shot.
Whiff it like a blunder.
Incredibly mixed signals.
Slither back, Frolic.
Cool. We could even say that attack never even happened.
Okay,
You
that's
just
cool.
ended your turn with slither
I'd like
back
to
Rob.
think that he went.
I do this big thing, but I'm planting the sword in the ground.
Totally.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tracking.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
I'd like to think
Way
he went.
cooler.
Yeah,
and
way
just completely
cooler
missed.
that way.
No, that's way
Go
cooler.
back
It's
to
way
Rob.
cooler this other way. Any movement, any voice actions besides what you did?
No, I just stand there
Fantastic.
looking at him.
The
Menacingly.
one in front is going to. He's gonna make a wisdom saving throw just to see. Yeah, he succeeded. He is going to attack you full force, everything he's got. That is an 8 on the die, which is going to miss, and an 8 on the die, which is going to miss.
Imagine actually hitting Sal.
Yep, they're trying. They're trying.
I
Which
don't
is
even
going to
have the
bring us.
amulet.
But what do you want me to do, man? What do you want me to do? As the one who looks like he has not taken any damage so far, he is going to move up as he sees you kind of meeting him. He's going to turn to you, and he is going to try to get by you, but by going through you. So it's going to attack.
All right.
Let me see. Yep, just regular old scimitar attacks on you. It's gonna go shink shink.
All right. All right.
I have a natural 20 on one and a
Oh.
13 on the other. An 18 does not hit you?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
so only the
19.
natural 20 is gonna hit.
God, imagine being crit.
10,
in
it's
this
gonna hit you for
situation.
13 points of
Oof.
damage.
That hurt. I'm
Both
feeling
of them
that.
would just repeatedly get smacked on.
And then the
16,
last
17,
Yuan-Ti, who is still frightened. Oh, what is it? What do they roll? DC 15 charisma to see if they shook your frighten.
It ends at the end of her turn.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So they're no longer frightened of you. It is going to go in for an attack on you.
All right.
Wait, has it been her turn yet, though?
Yeah, it's been. Her
It's the
turn.
end of her next turn.
Yeah,
that
she-
I
happened
did
already.
have one turn because I hit the
Because
guy
you
who
went-
was
you
trying
did
to
a
hit you
reaction.
in the
Gotcha,
back.
gotcha.
Appreciate you, though.
Yeah.
That 9 is going to miss, though. Brings it up to a 15 or 14, which misses.
Ha.
Yep, and that'll end their turn.
I
Which brings us
also
to
have
Bin.
not been touched.
Nice.
Sticking with the
Been
pointy end.
touched.
All right, here we go. I'm ready to. So how many are around me now?
1 only.
Only one?
Only one. One of them is meeting David,
Mm.
and one of them is in front of Sal.
Well, I'm gonna hit the one with me. Come here, brother.
Ruda.
Brother. It is a 17 to hit.
Super hits. Roll some damage.
Hit him.
19
Oh,
damage.
wonderful. As you kill this Yuan-Ti. Slice
Perfect.
directly through the body, sliding, falling to the ground.
Okay. And then I'm the only one over here by the people now. Yeah.
Correct. Only one over by the people now. As David has cut one of them off on the side.
Yeah. 'Cause I do not
Within
wanna-
distance of moving for you, if you wanted to meet them, you could do that in that turn also. Or you could stay and guard the people. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Are there any coming? Is that one the closest one to the people?
Correct.
I'll hit him. I'll go hit him. Yeah.
Sweet. As
If
you
he's the
make your
closest
way
one, then I'll
over.
stay with the closest one. All right. That's an 18 to hit.
Super hits. That you won't smite.
I won't. 14 damage. I'm doing all right with that.
Very true. Awesome. He is now bloodied. Does not look great.
Heck yeah. What could it mean? Why did I do? I just saw that in the chat.
Yep.
Oh.
Not looking great. You have one attack. You have a second attack.
No, I did 2 attacks.
Okay. Yep. Sorry, you killed one in the other space.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
If
Anything
I have
additional?
any of my movement left, I'm gonna retreat. However, like a couple of feet.
If
I
you
have to
retreated,
get
he would get an
closer.
opportunity attack, which you may not be worried about because you have a
that's
21.
right.
But
I
if you
didn't
wanted
kill
to,
that.
you
I killed
could.
that. Yeah. Then I'll stay where I am. Actually.
Great. I like to think just to picture the scenery at the moment before we get to Connor's turn. Maybe like 30 feet behind you guys have Sal, who's there. I mean, fending off 3 individual Yuan-Ti, now down to 1. You have met this one who was slithering around, clearly going to attack the group of people.
I also fought 3 of them. I just want to point that out.
As you met here, and then you have Ben coming in on the side, and you guys have kind of pincered in.
Gotcha.
No way around you, but through you, which brings you to Connor.
I'll leave it. I was. How's he looking? He's looking.
Not great.
Not
the one
great.
right in front of you, super not great. He
I
is bloodied, as we call it in D&D.
I'm just gonna kill him.
Sure. Roll an attack.
17 plus.
Super hits. Roll some damage for me. D8 plus 4.
5 plus 7. Oh no, plus 4. Plus 4. 5 plus
5
7.
plus 4. 9 points of damage total.
Did you have a +1 sword?
Yes.
+5.
I think it adds it in there.
Not if he didn't activate it.
He
I did. It says plus 7.
Oh, did he attune it?
No, that's to hit.
Yeah. So
You-
it's plus,
you-
but it's plus 4
No,
to
no,
hit.
no. Let me see your thing. I'm pretty sure you didn't activate it.
So what I would do is go find your other longsword, equip that longsword, and see if there's a difference in their damage.
Oh, okay.
Because there should be an increase
No, I lied.
by
His-
1.
His strength's only 17. I thought it was 18.
Gotcha. Appreciate you, though.
Eat my ass, Ryan.
You do get a second attack, though.
All right. He's bad, or is he
he's
dead?
real bad.
Real bad?
Like leaking ichor from the stomach, has a
Can I poke him in the
slice
eye?
on the- Yeah, you poke him. Roll to poke.
I like to use my action to boop his nose.
Oh, little snake boy.
Plus your strength.
Plus my strength. 13 plus 4.
13 plus 4, that's a shield bash?
It's a poke.
Yeah.
poking him.
Okay, straight up. Like in the wound? Is that your thought process?
No, I was just trying to poke him in the eyes. I was just trying to fuck with him.
Gotcha. I mean, you succeed. Roll damage. We'll do 1d4 plus your strength.
This is a D4.
Yep.
correct? Okay. Sorry.
Poke him.
3 plus 3. Yes.
Oh, so close. As it wobbles and almost falls back, you see its eyes go towards the back of its head, and then it stands back up and kind of faces you, looks real mad.
Spit at it.
Looks
action.
real mad. Not a free action. Sal, what are you doing?
I attempt to grapple the Yuan in front of me.
Sure, make it happen.
So you winked at him, you looked him up and
I
down.
did.
You
That is
threatened him,
dirty
and
20
now
on the
you're trying to
grapple.
I have a 13 on the die, and it's only a +3 strength, so a 16.
Okay.
It is grappled.
I whispered to it in Abyss.
You're super trying to seduce this guy. He said I want to grapple him and whisper in his ear.
And you see fear strike over its face as it begins to back away from you.
I let go of it.
And it kind of shrivels back and then turns tail and jets towards the castle.
The translation was, I'm about to pull out my big flappy wiener.
I then pull out.
Oh no!
This is a PG-13.
I pull out my great sword.
That's why I said
from the
wiener.
ground And start
That's
walking
right,
towards
wiener.
the others,
Cool.
dragging it behind me so that it creates sparks in the streets.
Got it. Not
Ooh.
streets, but grass, but love it. There is a divot
Not
in
streets.
the ground. Every time it touches a rock, there's a spark. Love it. Anything additional, boss?
No, I think that's good for me.
Good. The one Yuan-Ti is going to move all movement, double movement. If it has anything additional that it can do to run away from you, it is trying to. It's going to get about 60 feet, maybe more away. And the one Yuan-Ti who looks incredibly damaged is going to last-ditch effort try to slither by you guys and into the crowd and make its 2 attacks. So opportunity attack, opportunity attack.
And that's just a d20 to see if we can roll higher than
D20 to see if you can roll higher. You'll roll a D20 plus your attack to hit. So plus your 7.
All right, 24 to hit.
Damn it.
8 plus 7.
Damn it. Both of you guys, what's your damage?
Enjoy her sentinel.
Oh yeah.
7 plus numbers. 7 plus 4.
Dope.
15 damage.
How do you guys want to do this? How do you guys see this kill happening?
Oh my
my
god.
gosh.
Oh, it's spinning Connor back together.
That's so cool.
I'd like to think that I knock him in your direction with your shield
Yes.
And onto the blade.
and straight up just pick him up, throw him up, and you're just like,
Like fruit ninja.
like full on He-Man, like you
Oh, yeah.
impale
Oh,
him and lift
yes.
him up in the air
Now
and
he's
just
Yes.
quickly slice him.
silhouetted by the
So
sunset in the distance.
Beautiful. Oh, I
I
love
like
it.
to think that there's just a moment after his like carcass is flying away that they just look at each other and it's like
Oh.
just kind of like that knowing look.
Totally.
gangs back together.
Oh, I don't need to add anything to that.
That's so
Fantastic.
dope, dude.
Fantastic. If I had inspiration tokens, I'd give them to you. Fantastic.
Always fun, General.
As you guys,
Oh
as the blood drips and the body flumps to the ground, you guys see Sal scraping his long sword against the ground as his great sword as he walks up to you guys. Pretty okay.
But yeah, he's fine. He's not like
Pretty
hurt.
okay.
Okay, he's just
Maybe
he's
hurt a little bit. Pretty okay though.
Technically, my character sheet says I've been hit.
Yeah. You have had damage done to you.
Gotcha.
I'm
I didn't know.
not
I didn't know if
robust.
I didn't know
Not
if the dragging
robust,
his
I'm not
sword was.
healthy. I'm not okay,
But
I'm
there is
hit.
damage on your character
Wasn't
sheet.
sure if the dragging the sword was like him being weak.
Yeah,
or
no.
what.
I think it's more of a badass.
More menacing.
Yes. If that one would have survived, he was going to whisper the same thing to him. As you guys can barely see the last Yuan-Ti kind of trailing and heading into the castle. And it is now in the castle.
Gotcha. And I'd say that there's no time for formalities. Just let's move.
Now you can, if that's what you would like
Yeah.
to do, yeah. You
I-
guys pile them up. You see in front of you a very thick forest. You're very familiar with this forest. You have traveled this forest many times. You know that there are not huge dangers to worry about. And you may be able to find shelter and a quiet place where you guys will be safe.
We know there's a boat leaving shortly.
You know that there's a boat leaving shortly. The last shipment of crates has been lifted and taken to the dock.
Okay. Before we move, I'd like to use some healing hands and lay on hands on.
Fantastic.
injured
The 2
villagers.
injured ones are dead.
Never.
They bled out.
Nobody investigated to make sure they
Yeah.
were okay,
Mm.
and they were hit and hurt very bad.
Then never mind.
Sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
there
If
wasn't
you
much
would have,
we
if
could've-
you would have, I would have let you, but you
Yeah,
didn't.
there wasn't. I thought about doing it during the fight, but there was too
That's
much
what
going
you
on.
should have done it, but I understand. I understand.
We were a little tied up at the moment, David.
I love it.
We're still in Brayling.
Still in Brayling,
Rip
yeah. This
those two
Brayling's a
people,
large.
but-
Brayling is an area, but the city
Gotcha.
is
I-
Brayling.
at the, I'd like to carry them to the tree line and see if I can maybe bury them.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, dude. I love that. Absolutely, man. You guys find so you get your way to the edge of the forest. I imagine you guys do your due diligence of making sure you don't see anyone approaching from the castle. You kind of do a perimeter check while you potentially are digging up, while you're getting ready for this may be where we're spending our evening as sunset is starting to happen. And it is getting later in the evening. Here in Brayling, they don't have harsh nights as far as weather-wise. So you could set up anywhere. You could investigate the forest for more opportunity of shelter and security, but you know this forest. You can set up whatever you'd like to.
Have you finished burying the bodies yet? We need to get to the ship before it leaves.
Kind of hard to dig with a shield, but I mean, yes.
What ship?
There's one last ship leaving the place tonight.
Where's it going?
Does it matter?
So this is a moment of respite where we've all taken a second to start talking to each other.
Correct.
I'd like to take off my sword and shield and sheath and kneel down to present them to Bin as to return them to you, as well as a locket or a necklace that was given to me
Shut up.
from Helena. Before leaving, before starting to leave from the city.
That's so cool. Okay. I think that, like, oh no, and she's gonna bring you back to your feet. That's unnecessary. I'm fully armed. They couldn't be in worthier hands. But where did you get this? Is it the amulet?
Mhm.
You said you got this from Helena?
Helena said that she wants, and for anything from mission objective for me is to get this back to you.
Okay. How did she get it?
Did you not receive the letters? We've been trying to reach you.
No.
As you look into the crowd, and an older face is there. You recognize him from town, somebody who may have taught you as you were growing up. You left, and we needed you. And Helena never stopped. She never stopped fighting.
To be honest with you, everything went to shit once you left. We were pillaging and raping villages all along the coast, and it just for Emersil, but there was no real gain from it other than just taking stuff.
There was no period. Emerald's not.
I was afraid of that. There's been rumors around. We tried to arm up some citizens and train and try to have a resistance, but then we were attacked by these snake people.
Yeah, the snake, these Yuanti, they've been making their way through countless cities. We've been, me and a traveling party have been attacking them, but they move so fast. They only ever seem to get there after they've already done their business.
We're just not sure what they want.
We're not either.
That not clear to you by now?
Do you have other insight?
They want the world. Do
He may not be.
see it.
He may not be a snake person, but he's one of them.
You're one of them?
Now,
I've helped a little.
I've been defended by this man countless times in our efforts to escape. You have my word that we can trust.
Well, I thought that about most everything else. But I'd be very interested to hear how you could be a friend of my friend and also working with the Yuan.
Some people think they can manipulate you, get you to do things you don't want to do. I only do what I want to do.
Getting some
Eventually, that comes into conflict with what they want.
Understood. Well, we need to get you guys as far away from here as possible.
The best place to do that would probably be on the boat.
How far away You said I had an inkling of an idea of how far away I am from Cricket?
You have no idea how far you are from Cricket and E. None at
Oh,
all.
well, if they've been from wherever we entered Bob Tower.
Correct. So, you know that you are now in Brayling,
Mhm.
and that where you were was in Ocalia,
Mhm.
and you don't sense at all where they might be, not even a little bit, like no inkling at all.
Yikes.
You
So-
know where the dock is located. It's on the east side of Brayling. It shares an ocean with Bellevue.
Mhm.
Do you know if the docks are protected?
You would assume that there would be guards stationed there, but
Yeah, you'd assume. Is that a yes or a no?
I've not been there lately. But, judging by the town, it's safe to assume that there are enemy forces within the town. These docks are held. Maybe there's a small resistance holding out there. But, like I said, this is the last ship that I know of that's leaving here. So, if we want these people to survive, and I point towards the little girl, like crying in a corner, if you want their lives to matter, we have to get them on board that last ship tonight.
I couldn't agree more.
Lead the way. Get out of here.
I'm sorry, but we must rest. This group can't make another journey.
You old fucks just watched us fight these fuckers, and you didn't rest up while we were doing it? No, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
Connor?
Sorry.
To be
Pardon?
fair, that did take place in like 28 seconds.
Yeah.
It
course.
felt like 2 hours.
No, of course we can rest.
I should take a short.
We'll do so at their peril.
Well, it must be, unless you can carry all.
You have an hour.
What's a short rest?
Short rest would be anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour.
Then let's do a
We
short
so
rest.
we'll do a short rest, hold in place. We're just beyond the tree line where they can't see us.
Correct. Where if
we,
there
we,
were
we've scouted out and kind of a little bit, or
Yep, and it's now dark. If the Yuan-Ti were moving towards you, you'd see probably torches. You'd hear movement throughout this meadow that distance itself from the forest and the tree line, or the tree line and actual city of Brayling, which is kind of attached to a mountain, as I didn't describe earlier.
gotcha.
I know I may be old, and I'm unable to help in these battles. But they've been taking all of the souls, all of the bodies, and bringing them into a cave along the mountains. I think we should rest up or go the boat and see if we can discover anyone who may still be alive. You said they were all leaving tonight, right?
The boat is.
And that would be all of them.
This is Ryan asking?
Yeah,
These are like people leaving, not the enemy.
these are enemies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
the
this was, like,
enemies
survival.
just loaded the last crate. You may know what's in those crates. The viewers at home know what's in those crates because it's the same thing that was in the crates at Bellevue. And they have loaded many crates so far. And this is they've already sent the last crate there, and the last of the Yuan-Ti were heading on that boat. This was, as far as you know, this was the last clutch of Yuan-Ti left. But now that you know he's gone, you've sent one back away. Who knows if he goes to the dock and brings people back or leaves? I mean, we don't know yet.
I think regardless, we should rest up here for right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people are here with us.
You have a total of 6 people total with the little girl.
Actually, I have 10 rations in my backpack.
Nice.
I'd
The old
like to hand
man-
out the rations so everybody
Sure,
can eat and try to be
huge.
rested.
The old man might be right. Maybe there are more people that we could save if we check out the cave.
If it's anything like what was going on in previous cities, then we could.
Then let's sleep for the night. Get as fully rested as we possibly can. And then head out in the morning.
All right.
Okay. I'm content with that.
Cool. Talk to me about how you guys are pulling guard. If you are pulling guard, what's your thought process there?
I will take first watch.
Cool.
I could use a rest.
I can take the second one. Take as much of that.
Yep. Perfect. Makes sense.
I'd like to think that from being put under the horse kennel. What the hell?
Trapdoor under the horse thing.
Under the horse thing.
You mean
Barn.
stables?
Yeah,
the stables. I couldn't think of the word stables. Being trapped on the stables and things like that, being starved, and like waiting for however long. I'd like to think that I'm pretty like weak. I'd like to just sleep through it.
Sure.
Plus the fight, I'm at 23 out of 68 HP. So I'd like to sleep and not pose my watch so that I can be more rested for the trek
The two
tomorrow.
of them, I think, can
handle it.
combined can do the watch for you.
With a short rest, I get my second wind back.
You do.
Gotcha.
You're gonna get everything. There should be a button for you to hit long rest, and it should reset your entire.
Oh, we're doing a
card.
long rest?
Yeah,
Yes.
you are doing a long rest.
We upped it.
During first battle, or first night, sleep, whatever shift, I'll need you to roll a survival check, perception check, not survival.
15.
Awesome. And you see nothing, and nothing goes on during your shift.
Okay.
You wake up Ben, and you proceed to bed down. Ben, I'll need you to roll a perception check.
That is an 18.
Ooh. While you are up, kind of patrolling the perimeter, a weird story flashes in your brain, in your mom's voice. Ben, you better stay in bed tonight, or it'll get you. And you see a shadow move behind you. Nothing's there. You begin to patrol, and you feel the weird tingling of your feet that you felt as a kid in bed. And then morning comes, and you hear screams from inside where the rest of the party was sleeping. And the little girl wakes up and has no feet.
What? No!
I want to say my wife would be thrilled. She hates feet.
As the little girl
Sidebar.
screams,
Sorry. Didn't mean to take out of it.
as the little girl
no feet.
screams and screams and screams
Oh my gosh.
at the horror of her feet being gone.
At the horror of the squid raid of 52 people.
What?
Who?
Are you serious? 52 people?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, thank
Welcome,
you guys very
welcome,
much.
welcome,
Just as a
welcome.
quick
Oh my gosh,
recap, our adventurers have just found themselves in the hometown of Ben Bauer, hometown called Brayling. They witnessed her hometown had just been super attacked by the Yuan Ti army.
Snake people.
And there was a civil war breaking out amongst her people, and they were slaughtered. This is Ben's first time being back home since leaving to Ocalia. She just met these two individuals who escaped the castle. One of them, a former soldier with the Yuan Ti army, and one of them, a former ally, directly underneath her supervision while she was a lieutenant general with the Brayling army. They just went down for sleep, and a fabled foot snatcher has stolen the feet of a child.
Who was the last one to watch?
I wrote this part into
You.
my backstory.
So
as
so
a
I
joke,
assume
David.
like with
Oh
with
gosh,
the screams and everything.
scared
I'd like to
me.
think that I'm shook
Oh my
awake,
gosh.
and then I blame him for whatever reason, just blindly, just like, what the hell's your problem? You were supposed to be watch.
What do you mean? It was my turn to sleep.
So
I'm okay. Ooh.
bewildered, I look over at my previous general. How did you let this happen on your watch?
I didn't see I didn't see anything come through. I was watching. I guess I'm just gonna run to the girl. I dump my healing hands on her, but that's not gonna do anything.
And you hear her just kind of rocking in place. The foot snatcher came. The foot snatcher came. Snatcher came. I
So
knew
she's just bleeding out right now?
No, her feet are like
Nubs.
nubs, like solidified, cauterized nubs. You're familiar, being from Brayling. The parents of Brayling always talked about if you didn't stay in bed, if you
Gotcha.
were
I
naughty.
hadn't seen actually what had happened
Yeah,
yet.
sure.
I just started
sure.
freaking out at the girl screaming.
Of course, makes total sense. But this is a fable as far as you guys have ever known. No one has ever actually seen. You never knew anyone to lose their feet.
I like reacted to you, and it's like, well, somebody had to have seen what the hell went on. I look over and I see the girl.
Lori, what happened?
I got out of bed to go meet Vin. My mom always talked about her, and then a creature came.
What did it look
Long black hair, and felt like a shadow. And then my feet were gone.
What did it feel like?
She just cries and
What does it feel like in your fucking feet taken, you stupid little girl?
the foot snatcher.
What the heck is wrong with you?
It's on brand for Ryan.
I shouldn't have gotten up. I shouldn't have gotten
No,
up.
it's not your fault. No, it's not your fault. I'm just gonna kind of hold her and kind of look towards Connor.
I start
That's
looking
it's
for
not-
tracks
it's
of the
not
foot.
real.
Hell yeah, investigation check.
I'm gonna use a die.
Well,
die.
clearly it's real. I mean, look, her feet are gone.
I know, but you know just as
Ooh,
well
that's
as I
fairly
do that
good.
that's just like
Investigation.
an old
I-
life
I-
skill.
That's a
Maybe there's some truth to
17.
it.
Ooh, wonderful.
I've seen a lot of
Um,
crazy things since you left.
You don't see any footprints, but you see areas of soil that are clearly a different color than all of the other areas. And it's almost like as you follow it, it looks like it's circled your camp
Okay.
and then took this strategic route inside.
Before I do what I'm gonna do for bookkeeping, did we finish the long rest?
Yes,
Okay.
long rest done.
Then I would like to do a divine sense.
Hells yeah. And you sense a fiend energy, an old fiend energy.
What does divine
and-
sense do?
That
Sorry.
that gives you a whereabouts.
Let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure it lets me know if there's a fiend,
Within a certain
celestial,
amount of
or
distance,
undead.
but it gives you within a certain amount of distance, I think.
Yeah, let me just find it.
What is divine sense for the audience and me?
Yeah, as a paladin, you have the ability to look into your god and into yourself and sense, kind of put out a pulse. And then that pulse comes back and you can tell if there are any fiends, undead, or celestial beings within a certain square feet.
Mm.
And there may be some other specific things, like ways to use it is you meet a character and you can't tell if that guy's being honest with you or not, and you think he's devilish. Like, I want to do divine sense. And now if he's right in front of you, you're like, oh, I can see that you're evil.
So if
Gotcha.
it's fiendish, celestial, or undead, in 60 feet of me, I know exactly where it is. If not, I know the direction that it was
You
hiding
can
in.
tell it has jetted out going east, but in an angle, not towards the west gate, but towards the mountain.
Lori, stay here with the others. Sleep this off. And in the morning, I will have your feet.
You promise?
You have my word.
It's my
Knights on.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have gotten up. It's my fault. I knew.
I cast suggestion and sleep.
I'm really tired, guys. I think
know.
I'm gonna lay down.
No, yeah. I'm gonna tuck her.
My mom loved you. She rests her head and her eyes go to bed.
Did you see which way it went? You said you could fix this.
It headed towards the mountain.
Okay, let's go. Or we need. I'll go with you. Or can you stay up and watch the?
As far as I can tell, it's not within the.
The old man wakes up, or kind of not wakes up, but gets up and kind of stands tall. And you, now that he's not as tired, you can see a little bit of muscle to his frame as he stands tall. If you give me one of your weapons, I will do my best to protect them.
I'll give him my crossbow
Hells yeah.
in a heartbeat.
Sure.
Like, name's Bernard.
Done and done.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is an honor to be back in your graces.
Don't mention. It is so good to see all of you outside of that city. Let's go.
I lead the
Squad
way.
Allah, we're off.
What
Sorry.
happened?
I said squad Allah, we're off.
No.
Awesome.
Oh gosh.
Oh, you mean like
I
the
wrote
wine?
that entirely as a joke, but it is altogether
So, gang,
terrifying.
look forward to it.
If
Do like the
it's
spinning thing, and
reality.
then we're all just dying.
maybe
I
we
wrote
should
the-
split up and search for clues.
Awesome,
I
guys.
literally wrote the foot snatcher as a joke, but I didn't realize just how scary it would be if you decided to. It never crossed my mind that you would make
Don't put
that
stuff in your backstories, guys.
Because I
Um,
thought I was like,
yeah.
oh, wouldn't that be funny?
Don't leave stuff
if there
hidden
was,
in
like,
the
a
cave,
stupid
DM.
monster she was afraid
I
of.
might play with your toys.
I love it. I love it.
Before we go, I like put the sword in the ground. I pray to Emersil to protect these people and to
Oh,
protect
bro.
us on our voyage. Because I'm still like I still believe in Emersil. I just don't believe in what these people have told us to believe
Oh,
as far as
that's
Emersil.
fascinating.
Oh,
Do I
love
see
it.
that go down?
Not only do you see that go down, but the amulet begins to shine red.
Yo, what?
I would like to grab my holy symbol off my character, and it is one that Ben might recognize as the symbol of Zixi.
Slide on!
And I say, like Zixi, slide this child.
I'm gonna pull out my Bob watch. Oh wait, no, I do have it, and just be like, hey.
You just wanna be a part of things?
You notice the sign of Zixi on the back of this pocket watch.
Are you a follower?
I'm in a weird place with religion right now, but I'm definitely associated.
Fond of somebody who's fond of.
Interesting. I'll make sure I keep note of that while we are together. As I put this holy symbol away.
You said we're going to head east towards the mountains.
East towards the mountains.
Is
Gotcha.
there any chance that the pocket watch shows me?
Oh, one as you open that pocket watch,
Yes.
tick, 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 tick. I mean, like an arrow, it stops in the direction that he said the footprints went.
Excellent. Let's go.
So you're okay with just leaving, your lizard fan behind?
And
Yeah.
I'm okay with you guys having this conversation while moving.
Okay, cool. Lizard.
As long as this thing is ahead of us,
Your lizard
it is
squad
not
fam?
a danger. People behind
Snakes.
us.
Look, I'm
The
back.
Yuan-Ti. Yeah.
So with like snake people and regular snakes, are regular snakes just like words? Mentally challenged snake
Oh,
people,
God, David, what are you doing?
or like do you just keep them as like pets? Or,
Are
like
you trying to learn about the Yuan-Ti's genetic?
I'm just
history?
curious.
they call
Curious.
In Narnia, they had this issue.
At- At one point, a man loved a snake, and then a snake person came out of it. I'm just confused
don't
about the
know.
whole thing. Like, I've lived in this town for a long time.
If you wish to know some history about the Yuan-Ti,
Exposing
they
myself.
weren't always snake people. They used to be similar to you and I, regular humanoid type people. Who,
But without wings, right?
Yeah, without wings. Right.
Ben's wings shrink in, just like.
But they took to a cult, sacrificing to a dark god, waiting for a power that never truly came.
That sounds ruthlessly familiar.
Eventually cursing themselves to their new form.
I mean, I have no reason to not believe you. I'm just making idle conversation, kind of, as we're walking towards the mountains.
So you described yourself as somebody whose loyalties really only lie with themselves and their own interests, respectfully. But you are a follower of Zixi?
I have a keen interest in the goddess.
I understand.
Never even heard of Ziggy. I don't know what a Ziggy is.
Well,
She's a fake.
she's certainly done more than Emersil ever did for any of us.
Fays don't really come around these parts.
Not well, maybe not before.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
The Yuan-Ti are from the Fae.
Oh. See, I didn't know that.
Sure.
The gate's open. Or well.
Is that what
Do
that
you
portal?
recall-
Is that what that portal was before they invaded us?
Correct.
Well, I wasn't asking you. I was asking.
Correct.
Sorry, I was excited.
He's like, he paid attention
I
to my
was
backstory.
excited.
Like I'm trying to keep it metagamed.
You're
I'm
killing
trying
it.
not to
Yeah,
metagame here.
Killing it. Killing it.
Um,
Couldn't imagine.
How far away are the mountains?
You guys have another, probably several hours to get through the forest and up the mountain. At the moment, you guys did discover nothing nefarious in your way.
Good.
You're following the trail, casting your divines, or using your divine sense as often as necessary to kind of feel out the trail.
So just for point of reference, like what kind of equipment do you have?
I am in a full plated armor, very light looking.
Very light plate armor.
Very light looking. It
Light
doesn't
looking.
seem as heavy as others might assume.
Okay.
And I've got one fairly large great sword that's got a strange green tint to it going up the blade, as well as a bag of javelins that don't look like your typical javelin. They've got a little bit more embroidering on it in a specialized shape.
Gotcha. What kind of equipment do you have?
I have chainmail. I have a shield, but it's kind of sticks to my back. And
Is it the
then I
wings?
have-
The wings get in your way? I've never been
I
able to
guess I
put
don't
the I've
know
never
how
been
to
able to
sign
put the
this
shield on
shit.
my back.
Did you ever pick your Asimar type?
I guess it's probably not on
Huh?
the back.
Did you pick your Asimar type?
Yes.
There's 3 of them.
If
It's just a variant Asimar. That's all it said.
Oh, did you take the Tasha's version? No. You couldn't
No.
have.
No idea.
If
Good
it
question.
has anything to do with mine, it would be a fallen Asimar.
Can we since he's doing the variant one and doesn't actually have the racial things, can we give him the shield bash? 'Cause he really likes it.
We can
He
do
really
that.
likes-
Let's
oh,
let's
yeah.
let's spend more time talking about this one-shot character for David.
About to yeah.
You don't know that.
I'm bringing this guy with me. Connor's never leaving the campaign again.
Oh, she just sealed your fate.
But I'm in
I don't want Connor
I'm in
to stay.
chainmail. I'm in chainmail. I'm not in plate, right?
You are not in
Yeah.
plate.
I'm not in plate.
And I got a great sword and a crossbow, and
Gotcha. I have like a little
Situation.
it's like an Italian type of cape where it's just over one shoulder.
ooh, dope.
With the sigil that's on my back, on the back left of my shoulder, or my back shoulder on the cape itself.
Ooh, you have the smile of what is her name again?
Emersil.
Emersil on the cape.
Yeah.
On
dope.
the cape, too.
Um,
Dope.
Yeah, that's
I have a long sword and a shield that I use to protect myself and others. And I don't have a crossbow anymore, which I need to remember to take out of my items.
Thank you.
And a dagger. Pretty standard warrior.
While we're traveling, I have absolutely like no magical skill or anything, but I can't picture her not still trying, despite like I don't think that there's anything that I could find from it, but like looking at the amulet.
Yeah,
since
sure.
It glowed,
Hell yeah. Arcana or religion, either one.
Okay. Arcana or religion? I'll take religion. That's a 14.
You holding on to it while you walk and kind of hearing them talking in the background, that eventually fading away to a womp 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 as you're focusing in on this amulet, turning it around, thinking about why your mom gave it to you, thinking about why Helena sought you out to make sure that you had it, why it ended up in Connor's possession. And you have a feeling that if you spent more time investigating it, you could possibly get it.
Gotcha. I kind of tuck it back into my pocket. I don't put it on. I kind of tuck it back
Ooh,
away.
cool. Sure.
I fall back. I go, so what's your story, Ben? Connor over there seems to have you in high regard.
Well, I have Connor, and high regards. He's one of the greatest men that I worked with.
But then what's that make you? Are you also someone worthy of high praise?
Well, I would never say so of myself. But I was blessed with many honors for my work under Quola.
Ooh.
I haven't seen Quola.
Roll a. I feel like it's going to be a perception check before your past. Did you notice this thing back then?
Okay.
You mentioned Quola. I haven't seen Quola.
I
Quite
got
some
an
time.
18 on the die.
Nice.
Haven't been around.
Persuade, or my bad, perception?
Yeah.
It's almost like
I
they
think it's
left
a
the
dirty
hierarchy. I'm
20,
not
but I'll
quite
let you-
sure
yeah,
what's
dirty
going on
20.
with that.
Awesome. What's your history just
We never
in
really
case?
got to.
Oh, what's my history?
Just wanted, we
minus
wanted
1.
to enact
Okay. Still a great roll. You're still going to get
and
some.
try to take over the Civil War, but
You recall
attack.
while walking the grand halls, where this large, like oil painting of this general kind of smug looking in the face. You see below it Lord Quolo, and then there's banners kind of surrounding this inside chamber. And you recall now seeing Bin Bauer.
Like written on the ceiling.
Written on these banners that hang in the main chamber. What you would assume would be decorated warriors. The majority of the banners represented battles Bin was a part of. Just for your brain, flashing back now to where we are.
So, you're a war hero.
Well, I fought in a lot of wars, but I wouldn't call anything that I did in those heroic. Not anymore.
I feel like others would consider my actions in previous conflicts to be of similar merit. Useful for the people who I was working with. Not so for those on the
I was certainly useful for the people that I was working with, and I was certainly hurtful to the people on the other side. But the people that I was working with were manipulative and evil. And I did damage that I didn't even understand.
I guess we could both be in agreement then that some of our previous employers have not been the best, I guess, had the best intention for us and those who work with them.
Some people are only in it for themselves. Some people are evil.
Maybe in getting glory or feedback, we can do a little good in.
I think that Ben just kind of quietly nods.
you've been gone for a long time. Have you met Lori?
Lori?
Lori? Lori?
She has not met Lori.
The little girl?
Little girl.
I mean, not outside of today.
I mean, she was a baby, maybe, when you met her originally.
Helena's daughter. I thought you'd be more surprised to see her.
It's Helena's daughter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Someone else I was sworn to protect.
Holy crap!
Wait till you find out what happened to Helena.
No, stop. I'm so sweet. I'm absolutely floored. It's Helena's daughter?
She's a strong one.
She would be if she was Helena's. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Connor, you recall her full name is Lorianne.
Lorianne. Gotcha.
Imagine if we didn't spill things on this show.
Oh my gosh.
Ever since the raids and everything started on these passive villages, I've been more involved with Helena's life and tried to help raise Lorianne. Really bad name.
Lorianne,
Lorianne.
after my mother.
know your mother's name.
Oh.
I don't know your mother's name.
Well, it is.
Definitely after her mother.
That makes sense. Helena was very outspoken all the time. Wanted nothing but the best for her daughter.
You're speaking in the past.
I haven't seen her in quite some time.
But she wanted me to have an amulet.
Yeah.
Did she say anything else? Where
That
was she
you
going?
must have it. Not really sure. I'm not sure what happened with her, if I'm honest with you.
With Helena?
Yeah.
The trial of Helena.
Oh,
You absolutely remember.
correct. Helena tried to outspeak against
Quolo.
Quolo about the lies he was spitting, saying he was the prophet of Emrasil, saying he spoke the words of Emrasil. And she left the town, and nothing happened to her. She was backed into a corner, as if the barrier was something that could stop her, and nothing happened. And that started an uprising in the city. Word spread very quickly. There were people on the side of Quolo, and there were people on the side of Helena. And it was a very decisive moment of my career. I left the care of Quolo, and I was no longer a soldier of Brayling.
Good for you.
Things had been going pretty bad. I don't even care to learn his name. They put some schmuck in your old position. Someone who just said they spoke for the word of Emrasil. Sorry, I'm really bad with
No,
names.
it's okay.
Imagine
You're
having
killing
notes.
it, dude. You're killing it.
So good.
Spoke the words of Emrasil, and just realistically was just a resource hog. Just tried to get as much resources from neighboring villages, farm folk who have never seen a sword, more or less battle. And like the soldier I was, we took from these people, we took their villages and left nothing.
You opened yourself up for
We opened ourselves up for invasion. We were on the brink of civil war for a long time. It was just a matter of gathering the able bodies to do something.
I can't tell you how. I didn't think that anybody else. I didn't think that I could wake you up.
I don't resent you for leaving. It sucked. Everything went to shit after you left. But wish you would have stayed, but I don't blame you for leaving.
everyone has to make choices like that. What's best for them and the people around them. Never feel guilt over something you've done. It was what you needed to do in that moment.
I don't know what happened to make you leave, but I'm glad you're back. Heard rumors of different things, but it's nice to have you back. You know,
It's nice to be.
In the time of need of your people, on the brightest of sides, you're here now when they need to escape. And this,
how did you get here?
some eye, can be your chance of redemption for your people.
I have the utmost faith in you, but why did you show up now? How did you show up now?
And for that, I have no answer. I wish that I did. Like I said, I've been traveling with a party, tracking down the UNC, trying to figure out what was going on, trying to prevent the attacks. Always just one step behind, and trying to rescue one of our party members. We fell into working with an evil wizard. And when delivering him some artifact in order to retrieve our friend from his capture, I was suddenly transported outside of Brayling. And that's all I know.
You said you had other friends with you?
Yes.
Early now.
Don't know.
Definitely use the help.
So you did not arrive here by boat.
No. No, I just vanished and reappeared here. I wish I had a better answer.
Maybe we'll figure that out in time. How close are we nearing to the top of the mountain?
Fantastic. You guys get to a point where the woods kind of end, and there's a small path leading up towards what looks like a difficult climb. Not a difficult climb, but a climb up into a small plateau. And you can see an opening to a cave. Stepping out of the cave, you guys see this mangled looking wolf kind of bobbing its head and looking down, clearly making eye contact with you guys.
Just
You
a regular
see
wolf?
I mean, regular wolf would not be describing the way this thing looks.
Okay.
Large front legs, kind of twisted and turned. The back legs taller than the front legs. Kind of has this weird.
It
look
doesn't
to it.
have a frosty
Does not have a frosty
mouth.
mouth.
Good to know.
Oh.
And then you see this thing kind of bones and body mangling like a contortionist as it stands up tall. You see this long black flowing hair and wispy body slink back into the cave.
Well, that was unique.
That looked exactly like what people have described the foot snatcher as. Yes?
Was it all real?
I mean, everything's based off of something if you dig back far enough.
Legends are usually just misconstrued facts.
Again, there's been tons of things that have happened since we've
I
gone.
hardly know what to say.
As we look into the cave, I grab out the holy symbol of Zixi and I clench it in my hand. And I cast Bless as little serpent tattoos appear on each of your wrists.
Dope. Love that.
Are we Death Eaters?
Super dope.
And I say, let's continue.
Before we go in this,
Glory
before
to
in this cave, I gotta take a leak on the outside of this cave real quick. I'll
Oh
be
no,
right
please.
back.
Oh, for real.
And we'll take a short break. Thank you guys for tuning in to today's show. We're going to take a very short break. We'll be back very soon.
Yeah, as soon as he comes back.
Wait,
Unmute us.
we're unmuted
Yeah,
now.
we're unmuted now.
You can hear us.
Welcome back. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Ocalian Knights. We are just coming back from a short break.
I had to pee-pee.
Where we left off, our adventurers have traveled through the forest near Brayling, tracking down a mysterious, fabled a haunt, I suppose.
You're not gonna be able
Something
to see
called
this button?
Nope. You gotta do it
the
the other
Foot
camera.
Snatcher.
Oh yeah.
That's a foot snatcher. It's like a caterpillar with a foot for a head.
That is not
That's
the
not
Foot
what it is.
Snatcher. That is not the Foot Snatcher. But the Foot Snatcher is an old wives' tale that the town of Brayling used to use to scare their kids into staying in bed and doing the right things. If you do that, the Foot Snatcher will snatch your feet. And they are finding out that there may be more to that fable than they anticipated as kids. You guys are currently out front of the cave, where you saw the slinky black figure kind of form back into his cave or her cave.
Is he able to divine sense again to try to see if the
He
signal's
is
stronger? Or?
Two. You have two of them.
I have
of them
5
yet?
total.
You have 5 of them. If he wanted to, he absolutely
Let's
could.
say, I don't know exactly how it works. Like, wait, can we look at the watch and find out if it's like pointing towards this thing?
Without a doubt. I mean, it is inside the cave. It is directly 12 o'clock, saying this is the route to go if this is what Ben wants.
Can we all fit side by side, or do we have a marching order?
There is it is a 5-foot area, so a marching order would be ideal for the entrance of this cave. On the inside, it is very, very dark. Who has dark vision?
I have a torch.
I do.
Don't know if I do.
I have
Nice.
a torch in my backpack.
Perfect.
Don't.
I do. Okay. I didn't realize. I did.
Wunderbar. Those of you with dark vision, if you are lighting your torch, go ahead and make that actually happen. Now, instead, now in your hand, you have your shield and your torch. So just keep that in mind.
Gotcha.
Let me check something real quick.
So wait, do you guys have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
I do.
I'm just blind as a fucking bat.
How about you,
I got the
human?
light
Sorry,
spell.
Sully's dead.
Oh, you're an Azamar. If she's got it, you got it. I don't know if you have. Look in your character. You'll go to feats, races,
Oh, yeah, that's
feats and traits.
Features and traits.
And then one of those should say dark vision.
Browsing through this stuff. Dark vision.
Dope. You
I do have dark vision.
60 feet of dark vision.
Wow.
So as you guys peer into this cave, you can see kind of scrapings on the walls, almost as if hands constantly kind of touch the outside of the walls as they go back into their area. You you see four
Absolutely not.
distinct markings, and they're all kind of almost in the same area, and they follow the same line. And you can tell that there is like it scrapes the wall every time it comes in and out. You can see drips of blood on the floor leading into the cave. And just outside of your 60-foot range, you can see what looks like an open area. Not lit at all.
Can either of you produce light?
I can throw a torch.
I have the light. I don't know if that was from
He is.
being an Asimar.
Yes, it is an Asimar trait.
So then you also have the light.
It'll be in your spells. I
Interesting.
don't know if we've... Yeah, you should still have
Light.
spells there.
Celestial Legacy
Fantastic.
at will.
So yes, both of them can.
Yes, I can.
How do I cast a cantrip?
Excellent. What we should
As an
probably
action,
do,
instead of attacking, you would cast a spell.
before
Understood.
we enter the large room, each of you should light up.
So wait,
your
are we in the
weapons.
cave?
I believe you're right out front
We're
of the
out.
cave.
We're outside the cave. We haven't established a marching order.
Correct.
Light your weapons up, and then follow me. As soon as we enter a larger room, spread out to either side, and we will cover all sides and create the largest area of visibility.
Sounds like me.
Yes.
Fantastic. What's your marching order moving in?
I will
You,
go first.
who is next?
I'll go next.
And you are covering the rear, David. Connor.
I think that Finn draws her sword and it's like that little spin thing, and then she's holding it, and then she's approaching, and it glows.
Dope.
And as she's holding it, as she's approaching, kind of like go figure out, like she's trying. She was so scared of the foot snatchers, like
So
terrified of it. So she's trying really hard to like keep her composure, but she is freaked.
we can cast that cantrip on our weapon.
Mm-hmm. So you put it on an item
Okay.
or a person, it stays there while you maintain concentration. So if you had other spells that use concentration, you couldn't use those unless, or it would disappear.
Understood.
So think of it like a torch that's just on you.
Yeah, hells yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, great. As you guys move in, your marching order, as you established, as you get closer to this wide room, you can tell that it is about 100 feet deep. As you're moving in, you can tell when your 60 feet is ending. And there is a room of some sort with like hanging, you would imagine like a bead curtain, but you can't quite make out what the beads are. But there you can tell there's a separate room outside of this circled area.
So like inside this like dome of a cave, there's an extra building
Dope.
structure.
Out at the very end,
Got it.
directly in front of where you guys are. As you guys do what you asked, who is going to take the center position?
I
And
will
who's
take the
going to take
center.
the right and left?
The two Asimars.
Who's going right and who's going left?
I'll go right.
I'll go left.
Do we have to fan out?
That was the
Pretty much,
plan.
I'll go
You do
left.
not have to. You can decide to do something different.
You were saying that would increase our visibility?
No, increase our
The
visibility.
light would cover each side, which would give us enough.
How wide is the cave
visibility
again? One
on
more
the
time.
left and right.
As you're now getting into it, you can
Yes.
tell that it's
But
about
it would give us better
100 feet
visibility. We can only see in
wide and
black
100
white
feet
and dark
across.
vision.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So like from the entering, we would not be able to see
The very
ends.
edges of the walls.
So we're
You
Gotcha.
would not
kinda
be able to
coming
see.
in front of you. So it's like that.
Yeah, so it.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'd like to stay
Kind
with
of like
Ben.
this, or is that not what you're thinking?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to stay with
I thought
Ben.
that said Sol
You're gonna stay with
first.
Ben.
Yep.
Too.
Yeah. Sal.
I'm gonna stay within 5 feet of Ben. And we'll
Connor
move.
is not gonna go over to his.
I'm
side.
not going right.
And as that happens, it's fantastic, love it, incredible.
Adjectives.
Sal, you notice the right side of you not lit up immediately. You notice an additional light coming in towards the other side. As you turn to see Connor, roll initiative, everyone.
All right.
Connor, we had a plan.
I didn't like the plan.
I don't like my roll. I rolled a 5.
Correct.
I rolled an 8. A
I
gentleman
also
save.
got an 8 total.
All right, bear with me a moment. Sal, what was your roll?
I got an 8 total.
8 total. Ben, what was your roll?
5.
5 total. Connor, what was your roll?
8.
8. Fantastic. Bear with me a moment to find my creature.
We're also looking for this creature, so if you see him, send him our way.
Oh, don't worry, he coming.
Oh Lord, he come.
We would like to put out an APB on the foot snatcher. Will the foot snatcher, please step forward.
Fantastic.
You've left your luggage at the departure deck.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, did Les work on initiative?
Nope. It is only
No, it's ability checks.
and that's it, and saving throws.
Yeah. What does ability check cover? I wonder what it falls into.
Is your skills. It's anytime you check a skill.
See, because what's funny is Jack of all trades works on initiative. So I wonder if it works.
What's the verbiage there? Does it say skill or just
Jack of all
specifically
trades
says
is like Jack of all trades works on like everything. Which is weird.
Sure. I bet it's
Except
described.
saving throws.
I bet it's described specifically initiative, skills, and something or other. Anyways, you hear Sal, something scraping against the walls higher on the ceiling than your dark vision and your light covers. And you hear the scraping, and then the scraping ends, and immediately through your dark vision and the rest of the light, you see a body flying in your direction.
Before it leaps.
Yep.
The scraping.
Yep.
Can I use that like cantrip on a ration and throw it that way?
If you had an action, you could have used that and then thrown it, but because you are lower in the initiative order than the bad guy,
Understood.
it's going to move before you get a chance.
Gotcha.
But hell yeah, you could have.
If we would have rolled
Done
higher
that.
initiative. Awesome. Cute as fuck.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Sorry, strength saving throw.
Oh, a strength saving throw?
Yeah.
Unfortunate for me, this die rolled really low.
Fantastic.
It's an 11.
How far is Ryan?
I love it.
Ryan, how far away? How far away are you?
What is the distance between? Actually, what is the distance between me and Ben? Is really
The distance
important.
between you and Ben is roughly 40 feet.
Okay.
Okay, big
Not
sad.
enough.
I can't add an extra 4 to that.
Yeah, not enough to get my protection. You got it though. You're over here with me.
Yep. Awesome. A 19 on the die.
Definitely hit.
Dope. It is going to be...
Oh wait, saving throw? I get a D4 to that. Hold up.
Sure. Oh, bless.
Yeah.
You need a 4, dog.
4 die. Actually, can't see that. What is it?
That's a 1.
Nice. Excellent.
You
Big,
did it.
biggest of stats.
Big move. Yeah, what if I would have rolled it? I got a 3.
I would have liked that.
I bet you would have, bitch.
It would have been a 14.
Sorry.
Still bad.
What are you on?
You're going to take 11 points of damage
Okay.
as you are knocked prone
Ooh.
as it stands in front of you and goes in for another slash.
Fuck. I lose.
Is that a 1?
Oh, bless is now gone.
That looks like a 1.
At advantage, a 21, since you are prone.
Yep.
Oof.
Eat me, daddy.
10, 11.
Eat me,
11 points of damage again.
All right. on
as
his
you
face.
take
He's
a
not
a
prepared.
pound. So you
Not
take a
prepared
slash
with
across
me.
your chest, and it
We're
stands
being
on
eaten?
your face, and you can
Anybody ready?
see this mangled face of I do yeah
I turn to my right, and there's just a paw coming across
correct.
on the floor, regaining consciousness, and then
Is it a
right
paw?
on me.
Is it a paw?
A claw.
Claw.
An
Oh, gosh.
absolute claw, sharpened from its many times scraping against the outside of the cave.
Ooh.
Super gross. That is going to so it's going to look up at you guys, and dart off into the darkness again. Opportunity attack.
You get one of those.
You do indeed at disadvantage because you are prone.
I do get the disadvantage. Fuck! I had a natural 20 on
Sorry,
the other
Sully
die.
Dad. He's alright. He's in bed by now. It's fine.
He's old.
Don't say that. He's not old.
14.
I didn't
to
say
hit.
that.
14 misses. I do apologize, sir.
Just like my first one.
Sorry,
for the
sorry,
die.
sorry.
I've like been rolling some of
You're
them
not
just silently, just like dropping the die, and I've rolled 2 nat 20s in that.
Sure.
The first one I get to roll and I lose it.
Sorry, buddy.
This die, if I had a jail, it would go.
Would
in
go
it.
into that jail. And that was going to end its turn, which brings us to Connor. As you see this thing jolt literally from the sky, it seems to come out of nowhere. Jumps on top, scratches, and jolts away as his blade just misses the back of it.
Gotcha. And it jumped away.
It jumped away.
I
It's now
have
gone
2
in
actions?
the darkness. You have 2 actions.
Gotcha. How many times can I cast that light cantrip?
Just once.
Just once?
You still have it on.
I still have it on as long as
But
I
it is
maintain
on your
concentration.
sword.
It is on my sword. Okay,
Also,
I never agreed
you
to
don't
that,
have
but
2 actions.
That's true. If you wanted to do something, if you knew you weren't going to do that, because clearly when you went into the room you knew you weren't going to do that, if you had a different option for what you wanted to cast that on, we could discover that now.
I think I will keep it on my sword, to
Sure,
be quite honest
understood.
with you. It says I have 10 torches.
That's fine.
Yes.
That's fair.
And
It'll
those-
take an action. It'll take lighting a torch and then throwing it would be one action, if that's what you wanted to do.
Like, I'm thinking about how else can I light up this room? I would love to light something up and then throw it. How far does a torch allow you to see?
30 feet?
How big is the room?
It's 100
Over 100 feet.
Okay, you can see half of the room currently.
I understand that.
I'll tell you right now how far the torch goes.
Actually, you can.
It's 20-foot radius and it lasts an hour.
Actually, light is 30 feet. He can see 90 feet.
Dark
Six-
vision and light don't compound.
No. Because the light is there, the dark vision goes where the light ends. So if the light's 30
Negative.
feet.
You get
Yeah.
60 feet total from where you are to the end of your vision possibility. It wouldn't stack 90
No,
feet.
because you can see over.
I don't
100
see
feet.
it. I don't see it stacking. So
Not in
so
dark.
legit. So in logic would dictate that my dark vision is based on my own eyes. So my own eyes will see that distance of 60 feet. Not because that light is there, I can see a little bit past that. It is still tied to me as a person.
Arguable, and I think that this is where we'll go with it going forward. If it comes up again, we can have that discussion.
Okay,
Anyways,
that's fine. I'm fine for doing a quick thing here.
I can't see it right now.
You cannot. You can take some time. It would not cost an action to do some perception, but moving the light towards where you think it is probably.
I'd like to have me and Ben remain still
sure.
and listen
Sure.
and try to take a perception check to try to see it and try to
Totally.
figure out where it is, being that we are people of war and people who have been in guerrilla warfare.
You're not going to get advantage on the roll, but yes,
Gotcha.
you can.
But we are
It's just a
people of
D20?
war.
It's just
A
a D20.
D20 plus your
I
perception
didn't like that one.
skill.
Perception is +6.
Nice.
17 + 6.
Ooh, very nice. I'm gonna use a little bit of DM flavor. You
Do
don't
it.
have to move far, but you step up a little bit, raising your blade into the sky, and then extending your longsword, and the tip kind of shining that additional light forward. You can see a body up at the top of the room, kind of looking upside down at you guys. Black hair, not flowing down, but stuck through the body like a mane.
Disgusting.
Two large horns. Two large horns over the top of its skull, kind of showing itself.
I don't think that wasn't an action, was it?
Does it
No.
have golden marks on it and smoke coming out of its horn?
No smoke coming out of it, but it does have some golden marks.
Did you steal from me,
No,
David?
I didn't steal from you.
Oh, okay.
Do you know an Azag?
No, I thought you were using my thing, the wolf monster I made.
Mm-mm.
You could reach up and slap it. You could cast
If
light
I could
on
reach
it.
up and
If Chris
slap
was
it.
here, he'd be upset.
If you just reach it and like when like a high school.
So
hit
so
the
with
ceiling.
with Bin's flight,
Yeah.
bare minimum flight, could I boost Bin up with my shield to try to see if she could slap it?
Totally. That would be an action.
All right, that'll be an
Okay.
action.
Eat her
Sure.
ass.
Mhm.
You
Um,
have an additional
yeet.
action available to you, bonus action available
I'd
to
like to
you.
throw a torch in. I'd like to light a torch and throw it into the darkness
Budget.
ahead of us.
Roll a strength check, so D20 plus your strength modifier, which I think is a 4.
Although the light's gonna take my concentration.
Ooh. 10.
That's perfectly fine, man. You,
Smite doesn't
10
use
is enough.
concentration.
It's just
This is the bonus
the
action.
torch itself
Gotcha.
goes
Nice,
against the
nice.
wind,
Right.
Gotcha.
and you're able to get the torch roughly
Imagine
halfway through the middle
Had
of
that
the
list.
dungeon, and you can see the back wall just barely lit. You can see hanging from ropes pairs of legs.
So the order of operations I'd like it to be is I
What?
throw this torch, and then I signal for Bin to do the old flipperoni and cheese,
The old flipperoni and cheese.
where I launch Bin with my shield
totes,
up into the air,
totes.
and that's where I will end.
I love it.
We're getting you shield master after this.
100%. Ben, your turn.
Okay.
Not trying to Captain America.
Oh, I'm sorry,
but-
Sal. Your turn.
My turn.
Freshly attacked, torch soaring through the air. Plop, 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 plop. Plops down. The radiant energy of this torch highlighting the back wall, and you can see feet hanging from little wires and ropes.
I
No.
stand up kind of dazed from the hit, and I start kind of hobbling over towards the others, where I pull out my thing again, my
Your thing.
religious holy symbol of Zixi, and I reapply bless to the party.
Could you describe
Sure.
this thing?
Thank you.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a very strange, wiry mess of different little colors and symbols, almost in the shape of
Not like steel wool wiry mess.
no,
okay.
more like a flat image.
Like,
with,
just like a ball of fluff, and you're just like Ziggsy.
Yeah, like kind of.
It's a
Yeah,
cotton ball.
do you know what the eye of Horus looks like?
No.
Kind of looks like that, but not the eye of Horus.
cool.
It looks like that, but it's not that.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
that,
not
though,
that.
But it's not that.
And as I touch it, it starts to glow green, and then the serpent appears on your wrist again. And then I pull my blade out once again, and I slice my hand on it as it starts to glow bright green as I channel my divinity into it.
Nice. Nice.
Mm.
Awesome. Anything additional?
Nope, that's my entire turn.
So how come it went me then him then me or him then me then him again?
He got attacked.
Oh, okay.
That
So his
wasn't
was
his
reacting.
turn.
Oh, okay.
He had
okay,
a
okay.
reaction to it
Oh,
running
okay.
away,
Sorry.
and
but-
now Bin.
Okay. I'm gonna do the old
I don't remember what I called it. Look.
cheese.
Fantastic.
So I
You'll
did move
need a
15 feet closer. to that.
Yes, I'm tracking. I got you
Got it.
there. Thank you very much. I have this at a dexterity saving throw by you at advantage.
Okay.
I have a number in my mind. It's not crazy high, but it's pretty high.
Okay.
So
Not
make
crazy
sure you
high,
make
but
sure-
pretty
It's
high.
a- Oh, so I get a lot of this.
That's true.
Don't forget you had the inspiration.
Yeah, dexterity.
Oh yeah, we
I
had
got
one of those.
inspiration.
Neat.
Okay, so for the first one, I have. Okay, well.
Just put that in, the dice tray so you remember it.
She sees it. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's left.
What is?
Gives you a D4 to your ability checks or saving throws
15.
and attack rolls.
15 total.
Yeah.
Not enough
No.
To hit it?
to do the.
The alley
To get high
enough
on
But
the
so we're trying to light
Do
it
you
up.
Athletics or acrobatics?
It was a dex saving throw.
Dex?
Because she's jumping off a shield. to see if she can manage this.
You
Trying to see if she has the dex.
Hell
We
yeah.
have
You're
to see if.
troll.
Well, no.
Negative.
She has to see if she has the dexterity to get up there.
He's
That
saying
makes
it
sense.
could
That
be
makes
an
sense.
athletic check or an acrobatics check, but I think she gets more from a save than she gets from those
No,
two checks.
God no.
God, yes.
No, because it's either...
Aren't you next to her?
What? No, I'm not within 10 feet.
You
of her.
are within 10 feet. You said you moved right next to them.
I can only move 15 feet. I thought you said I was 30 away.
Understood.
Yeah.
She's getting up half your movement.
Yeah.
I didn't account for that.
Yeah.
In my mind, she was getting the extra bonus from you. But it's still better, more than likely. What's your athletics? Skill.
My athletics is a +6.
And what is your dexterity
Saving.
throw?
It's a +2.
That's right. And then do you get your paladin thing on your own?
Yeah, I do get my
I guess
aura
it's
protection.
the same for her.
What's
either
your
way.
aura of protection?
It's a +4.
So you're now equal.
Yeah, I guess
so it's even. Shut the goddamn up, Ryan.
Well, what's your
Thank
what's
you
your
so
acrobatics?
much.
Sorry, Sully's dad,
Thank
for the goddamn.
you so much.
I'm so confused.
It's the same number. Thank you. I thought she was getting an extra plus from you. S a D. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm trying to stay consistent
Ryan over
with
here
how
always
this
I'm
game
lost.
works.
I got a
backseat DMing
15.
that son of a bitch.
Yeah, so it's a failure unless
Okay.
you use your
And I'm
token.
thinking about using the token. It's the cool thing.
And you will definitely get advantage on the second roll. Or on both of these rolls again.
I was just trying to stay
Jeez, are you
consistent.
seeing this?
I think
Okay,
there
thank
is
you
a
so
major
much.
difference between what
Or
she
thank
wants to do and where a skill check would matter. If she was not using him,
21.
it would be a skill check.
Okay.
Success.
Give it to me.
Roll an attack as you see her now. So she was hanging on with both hands, and as she saw,
So it's a she.
That but it definitely appears to be so.
What, Sully? I always thought she was.
It drops. You see it release its claws from the ceiling, just hanging on by the feet as it scoops its feet in, getting ready to pounce again.
Ooh.
So it is closer to you than it was before. Going
Okay.
for your attack.
So it's like
I
letting
would
go of the
like
ceiling to
to-
like reach down and ready to.
Correct.
I would
They
like
meet
to
midair.
do as a bonus action. Can I also cast Wrathful Smite?
Absolutely.
Well, I do that.
What does that do?
Left
That's
them
gonna
wings.
give me some extra damage.
Okay.
So I'm gonna attack it.
Yes.
Did you
The
With
thing.
the
Gender?
with the 21 on your save, you get advantage on this attack.
Good call. I like that one.
Dirty 20.
Nice, that hits.
Divine Smite. All right.
And
Here
this
we
is a
go.
fiend.
This is a
Oh,
fiend?
yes!
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm doing the level
Oh,
2
God.
Divine Smite. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna need a lot of dice. Here we go. Okay.
How you
So,
need D8s? I got you.
I always get so it's hard to keep track of all this. How much do I get from the Wrathful Smite?
You
I don't
double
know.
it.
No.
My bad. That's Divine Smite. You double.
Wrathful Smite.
It's
I'm gonna get an
1d8.
extra 1d6
Oh,
There you go.
1d6.
on that damage. So okay, so there's this, which would be the normal, and then what are these?
Those are your extra Divine Smite.
All of these?
If you use it at a
Two.
certain,
You use second
Right.
level, so it's gonna
Yeah.
be 6d8 on that Divine Smite.
Ooh.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. 3d8 times 2.
2d8 plus 1d8 for each higher level.
Yeah, you said second level.
So 2d8 for the first, and then one more.
Yes, and it's a fiend, so you double it.
you don't double it. It's just
Right.
one more d8.
Four,
It's
then.
just one more
I thought you
d8.
doubled
That's-
it. on
It's just one more d8.
Okay, so that's 4d8, and then I'll need one more d6.
Yeah, it's not gonna crit your damage.
My bad.
It's just one extra if it's a fiend undead.
Okay, so these two are the damage.
I was wrong.
I know you were. Stay in your lane, dog. Be Sal.
I've never played a paladin.
Be Sal.
I've never played a paladin.
Paladin's rock, 6 plus 4, so that's 10. 6, that's 15.
I'm switching characters next session.
I know you
That's
are.
3. Oh, I always re-roll on the
No,
Divine
it's
Smite.
just your weapon.
Okay, 29.
Whew.
That's 36. 36. Did I do all of them? I think so.
Did
Yeah.
you- did you-
36
did you do
points
I
of
don't add the
damage
bless
total.
to that or something, do I?
That's a lot of
No,
damage.
no, you do not.
36 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
And that will be my first attack.
But did you slap it and light it up?
I just came down?
She's attacking it in the air. So
I know, but
think a solid slice across the
I
belly.
thought the plan
I was
was-
going to slap it, and then David said, "Okay, so you go to attack," and then I was like,
My-
"If you'll let
our
me
plan was
attack
to light
in
it
the
up.
air."
To light it up?
Yeah, use
that
use
you could
use a
fire?
cantrip.
So
No,
it
use a
couldn't
cantrip to
hide.
light it up.
So light is a touch spell.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, that's
why I
she's
was launching-
getting,
Slap
she's
it.
getting extra distance with her weapon.
Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't get
It's
close enough to
it's
slap it.
super high
Gotcha.
in the ceiling. I think
Gotcha,
an
gotcha,
attack
gotcha.
is the
Okay,
best
so
I
you
can
would- yeah,
offer
that makes
you.
sense.
No, you're fine.
But
It would've
with
been a cool slap.
38 points of damage,
Just
it
like
is
a little-
going to make a strength saving throw to see if it can hang on to the ceiling. And that is a 5 on the dice as the
Yes!
legs collapse and falls, still rotating in air, lands on both feet as it you see the weird wolf body kind of there for a moment as it then piles itself back up. Just outside of the torch behind it and just in your light.
And then it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Nice. That is a 2 on the dice. That is a failure.
It's afraid of me until the spell ends, which is a minute.
Nice.
All right, scary Ben.
All right, and I get to hit it again.
You do.
On the way
Now,
down.
as you are falling down,
Yeah.
its body hits the ground first. You see it stand up as you are coming down.
Yes. Yes.
Do it.
Yes. That's a 19 to hit.
19
Smite.
hits. Roll some damage.
Smite it, Ed.
Am I gonna wait?
Smite it again.
That's a fiend, actually. I super am gonna
Smite it again.
Okay, not when you say it like that, sir. All right.
But also, I'm going to do
But also,
Yeah,
I
also
am
going
doing
to
it.
Noise.
Ooh,
That's
big- Big dick energy. Big dick energy. Alice, so.
33 points of damage.
33 damage.
Oh, God.
So that means in one turn.
You did.
69
Six-
points of
69!
damage.
Yeah! I came back
Sorry,
just at the
Sully's
right
dead.
time.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry.
sorry.
you say sorry, Sully's
Yeah,
dad
I
now.
don't know what that means.
You don't know what 69
So when a man loves
I don't
loves another person,
No, and we're done.
I don't
When
know
a
that.
man
Nope.
loves
I
It
don't
is.
know why that
It
could
is.
possibly be funny.
It is the bad guy's turn unless you have a bonus action or movement left.
well, I mean, with that
Bonus action.
69,
Bonus action. So you come down, slicing. I mean, so you made an incision
Chad,
from its
yeah.
the right above
Chad,
its throat, all the way
yeah.
down the stomach. Your second one, it moves a little bit, and you slice all the way down the arm. And you can almost hear a hissing sound of the blood drops touching the floor of this cave. As you, like, you find yourself now settled on the ground as you lift your sword up, light gone, to see a shadow, like barely the light from behind you lights up this thing's face directly in front of you. You are roughly 40 feet away from everyone else. And what you see are sunken in eyes with far back pupils of blue. You see horns coming from the back of the head up towards the front. A mouth open like alien. And you see one row of teeth and another row of teeth. And then you see in the back a rotating tongue.
Oh, gosh.
The arms are bony and super thin, and the chest cavities are sunken in, and you can see the ribs in front. You can almost see the pumping of organs inside. As you trail down the body, you can see almost bones connected to hips, as there's not a lot of skin or flesh on this creature whatsoever. As it looks directly into your face, now eye to eye. And you hear in your mind,
Feet picks?
Can we just get our feet back, bro?
Yeah, please just have the feet back.
All we wanted
I
was the
think
loper
Vin's
feet.
18 on the die and a 16 on the die. One of them will hit at a 23, and the 16 will hit at a 21
On bin?
on Bin. As
Okay.
it slices.
That's not good. What's your health looking like?
I'm not full. I mean, we just took a
I know, but what? I don't know what your HP is.
It's 52.
Did you forget to level your HP up?
No, I think it is leveled up to level.
Oh, that's right. I'm the one who.
Yes.
Mhm. It is going to hit you for 17 points of damage. I'm sorry, 17, 18, 19, 20 points of damage.
That's okay.
And then it is going to peel away from you and into the darkness, giving you an opportunity attack.
Oh wow, that's 24 to hit.
Oh, that hits. Not good for her.
Big hits.
Smite it again.
I can't
Yeah,
smite
you
on it.
can. I think.
Yes, you can.
I believe
you
you
smite
can.
on any
I
attack
believe you
hit.
can. 100% I believe you can.
100%.
Same as sneak attack. I don't know if you guys know this,
Smite the fuck
but you
out
can
of
use
him.
sneak attack
Sorry, sorry,
on reactions.
That's
Don't let
only
anybody
if you
tell you
didn't
can't.
use it in your turn.
No, it's different turn.
Reaction?
Yeah.
Sneak attack?
So look, track this. Track is super dope. When your turn happens and you end your turn, there's a start and an end to your turn.
Yeah.
Right? Then when it becomes someone else's turn, if you get a reaction, that is a new turn. So you can use sneak attack on any turn.
I feel like we've discussed this.
book.
I feel like we've discussed this once before.
See, you
Oh,
can't say
that's
stuff
a
like
lo-
that.
we
I
can't
know.
get
It's
down this
real though.
rabbit
This is
hole.
real. You can use sneak attack on reactions.
can't
Don't
talk
say that
about
because
this
all you
right
gotta
now.
do is take one level fighter and
can't
take
talk
tunnel
about this right
fighter.
now.
I'm just saying, guys.
Infinite
This
sneak
is the
attack.
saying,
same
guys.
conversation
We're
you had
simply
before,
not going
guys.
to
Shut,
talk about it right
Sorry.
shut up.
I love it.
This is the same. This is the same exact things you said before.
I
These
know.
same exact
I know.
things.
You're right. I know. But you can.
But we like the meme.
So cool.
Please review this video right here.
Jeez, what are the damage again?
Did you remember when I said the beholder was kind of bullshit?
Oh,
'cause
stop,
she
21.
ate so much damage on it.
24 damage.
24 damage.
I just want to point out that was about
Oh, I
80
should have been adding
damage.
blessed every time that I try to hit.
Yeah, you should.
And I would have probably been like 28 to hit then.
Yeah, this is true.
Necessary.
Yep. Excellent. This thing is past bloodied with that attack. I
Heck
think your
yeah.
blade slices all the way across its back. Not having a lot of flesh anywhere, you are carving into its body. Bin towards the end. This is the end of your turn. I'm guessing. Oh no, that was
That
its
was
turn.
That was its turn.
It has
On
zero
your
movement
turn.
Speed.
On your turn. Say again.
It has 0 movement speed.
Because of
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Mhm.
Love it.
Wait, who
As
used-
it's
wait,
going
she
to
used Sentinel?
run- Yeah, it happens on her character automatically. As she's going to run away, the scraping on the leg stops it from being able to move as it turns and just screams, echoing through the chamber. Which brings us to
Good
Connor.
soundbite.
Roughly 30, 40 feet in front of you, you see Bin attacking this thing just almost outside of your vision, but you're able to make out what happened.
Gotcha. And I have 30 movement speed.
30 movement speed.
Gotcha. So she's just about 30 out of 30.
Just outside of 30 feet.
So within 5 out of 30.
with 10 feet away, so 40
feet
feet
away.
total.
Gotcha.
You could double move, which means
Take 2 of my actions to move.
correct, or one of your action to move twice. Because you have movement, you have action, bonus action. You can use an action to do extra movement.
Okay.
And
I'd like to get within 5 of Bin.
awesome. And you'd like to use action surge,
Action surge.
which gives you an
A second
extra
action.
action once per short rest, once per long rest.
Gotcha. Oh wait,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah,
Remember
yeah, yeah.
reading
No,
that
no, we
earlier?
added that.
You got it, you
I
got it.
added.
So
I put
you
that
can
in.
move with your movement.
Oh my god.
You can move with your action, and then you can action surge.
Action surge.
to
Yeah, it's right
get
here.
Your attack.
Sweet.
Hells yeah.
And now the creature, I don't see the. I barely see the creature
You can see it. You can see it, but you like it's at 40 feet away. You have 60 feet of dark vision.
Gotcha.
It is just it's still a black kind of misty blob a little bit.
How are you looking? How's he looking?
He looking great.
You looking good as hell?
Let's see. I am looking hit.
He looking great. He looking great.
Baby, how you feeling?
Sweet. I'm gonna stay within 5 of Bin.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna use. Can I throw my dagger?
You can definitely you can attack it if you're within 5. It's right in front of Ben.
Oh, I think you said it was 40 away.
Ben is 40 feet away from you also. You launched her in the air, and she went
Gotcha.
forward.
And then I caught up, used action surge to get
100
another attack on this creature.
Correct.
Sweet, let's attack it.
Where are your D4?
I roll a d4 with that?
Yeah.
That's 19 plus.
Oh,
numbers.
unnecessary. Roll some damage for me, dog.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And that's
A
a
D8.
d8 plus 4?
Yep.
8 plus 4.
Oh, yeah. So 12 points of damage total.
Yep. And now I haven't broken concentration, so my sword is still lit up.
Still lit up.
So I see everything, every bit of sinew as I slice.
Oh, totally. Totally. And it does not look good right now. At all.
Sweet. I don't think there's any other action I really need.
You have a second attack. You action surge.
Action surge gives you an extra action. With each action, you get to attack.
Go
I'll attack it again
bro,
then.
go
Sounds great.
again.
Roll
Sorry,
an
buddy,
attack
I'm
for
still
me.
learning.
No, it's okay. You're playing great, dude.
16 plus 3 plus 4. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2,
Super hits, dog. Roll some
3.
damage for me.
7
Oh my
plus 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
11. 11 points of damage.
It does not look great, guys. As she
It hasn't-
drops down to a leg, you guys hear in your minds / also echoing throughout. So it's like a double kind of message in your mind. Leave me. Leave me.
No.
Ryan.
Can I get to it? You said it was 40 away from them. How far was it?
It is.
Is it 30 from me?
It's a high. It's like 55 from you.
You're gonna make it 55.
I'm
for
going
me?
to make it 55.
So I don't get to do anything at all.
You can double move to get up there, and then bonus action.
What do you have as a bonus
That's
action?
something.
bonus action. You mean
That's
do nothing?
Something.
Ryan, it's 55 feet
nothing.
away.
Or you can
Just
throw something.
go.
You're yay.
Thanks. Which is a compliment. Thank you.
Rude as hell.
Yes, it is. It's super. All right, fuck it.
Ocalian Knights canceled.
I break because I want to do something.
Sounds
I'm
good.
going to break one of my poison vials on one of my javelins.
Sure.
You're not gonna let me smite on the javelin.
I'm not gonna let you smite on a javelin.
I'm gonna kill this.
Let's see,
Sounds
wouldn't
great.
you be able to smite if isn't it smite like for a melee attack?
It
It
is.
is.
That's
Yeah.
why it's dull, and not Eldritch Smite, which is way better. Don't at me. It is. And
I'm
then
learning.
I'm going to yeet my javelin.
I love
at
it.
This guy. Eh.
Please be a natural one.
No, it wasn't that bad.
What is it, a 7?
14 to hit.
14 misses.
Want to see me do it again?
I do.
That's a 7. Same number.
I'm gonna run closer to it.
Excellent. Double. Nope.
Oh
Single.
wait, I have D4. What am I?
Single?
doing? I have bless.
Papa bless.
Can you pull the thing?
Yeah, I'll get it out. I'll get it out. All right, that first one. So it's 16.
16 misses.
Use some-
Sorry,
16 twice.
Sorry,
My
buddy.
dice are trolling.
It just was not meant to
They've been
be.
trolling me against you all game. So
David's dice have been doing well for me.
I'm
Sorry.
just gonna
Yeah,
walk
things are going
closer
pretty
very
well over
sadly.
here.
Yeah, no.
Sure. I
I
totally
got a foot
understand.
goblin, a little horn beast thing.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna move towards it.
Yeah, I'll move 30 feet.
Awesome. 30 feet towards it. I got you 30 feet towards it. Perception check. Finn?
Oh, okay. 14.
You see in a pocket a blinking glowing coming from the pocket watch.
The pocket one?
Mhm.
Okay. Not my turn.
It is your turn.
It is my turn. I'm
It
gonna
is your
pull
turn.
out.
You vanish back to Ocalia.
What? No! No!
Shut up, you're gone.
No!
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
I need to go back! No!
Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's episode of Ocalian Knights. Please tune in next week where we find out where Ben has vanished to. Stay tuned for the one shot where we get the conclusion of today's episode with Connor and Sal. That'll be named at a later date. We are live every Tuesday starting at 7 p.m. We'd love for you guys to check us out. Watch our old videos we upload to YouTube regularly.
Every single Tuesday.
Every single
Tuesday. We are here 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be here live, right in your whatever device you're using.
Imagine being Sully here.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. I'm glad I could be at the table for an Ocalian
I
Night session.
loved you in this adventure.
It was
today.
wonderful.
Seriously
Big
killed
fix.
it.
So cool, dude.
Yeah,
You
no,
did a
it was
great
awesome.
job,
I can't
man.
wait to hear the conclusion of
my
the Foot Snatcher.
Any announcements before we get out of here?
No, I think that's pretty much it. It should be a goodbye from us, unless Ryan has
Yeah.
something.
No, thank you, AJ, for coming and rating us.
AJ.
Super
Oh my
big
God.
appreciation.
Thank you,
man.
Bryn, for letting me ride the horse. It was awesome. Get fucked, David.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't wait to see the video of them trashing me. I'm very
Squiddish.
excited.
It's gonna be really fun.
Squiddish has a huge PP. Huge PP to Squiddish.